welcome to downtown St. Louis as we continue our coverage of the 2012 Show Me Bowl, brought to you by Bommarito Automotive, as we have Class 1 matchup, and these two teams very familiar with state titles as the Penney Hornets get set to take on the Valle Catholic Warriors. And let's take a look at the path to the championship game for the Warriors from St. Genevieve, as they knocked off Tipton last week and knocked off Miller the week before in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, for Penney High School from Hamilton, Missouri, there was their road to the championship game, their first shutout of the season, knocking off Salisbury last week in the semis 48-0. Welcome back inside the Edward Jones Dome. Great to be with Richard Baldinger. I'm Scott Warman. Great to have you alongside. As we mentioned, Richard, these two teams very familiar with state title championships. In fact, Valle High School is a team that has won a record in the state of Missouri with their 11th title last year. A rematch from the 09 title game. We start with Valle Catholic. They have a terrific running game, and number 17, Tyler Fowler.
Yeah, and me and you were here last year when we did the first game at 11 o'clock in the morning, and they came out to play. And I think they're going to come out ready to play here. And Tyler Fowler, I'll tell you what, had a chance to read his story this year. A lot of all-season programs in the backyard, running around cones, the dog, whatever he could find, jumping over and above. Tell you what, tremendous year this year. Got to stop number 17, talking with the coaching staff. Circle his name right there and his number, because where 17 goes, that's where the pigskin goes.
All right, let's circle number 30 for Penney High School right now, Richard Baldinger. We got a couple of twins that are in the backfield, but Derek Hughes can accumulate a lot of yards for the Hornets.
Almost 2,300 yards on the year. They're going to run that split T on you and everything, so you got to make sure that you know your responsibility, and this guy can hit it between the tackles. Not the biggest man in the world, but if you've ever tackled an 18-wheeler, 32 is surely going to seem like it. All
right, this should be quite a battle, Richard. It's Valle Catholic versus Penney High in our Class 1 title game, and it's coming up next. Judd Nager. How you doing, Judd? Is that the head coach? You know, Powers, ask him. He would know for sure.
I think it is. Yes, that is him.
Okay.
Hey, he's crabby. Going for number 12, huh?
Yeah, they passed the Jeff City Jays last year.
Wait, it's a small school right down there on the river, right?
Yeah.
South of St. Louis, what, about a half hour?
About a half hour, yeah. Welcome back to downtown St. Louis, the home of the 2012 Show Me Bowl, brought to you by Bommarito Automotive, where our Class 1 championship features two teams very familiar with state titles, as Penney High School from Hamilton, Missouri takes on Valle Catholic High School from St. Genevieve, Missouri. Let's take a look at the brackets and the road to the Show Me Bowl. We'll start with the Warriors from Valle High School, knocking off Baylor a couple of weeks ago in the quarters, and then their victory over Tipton 43-18 to reach the state championship game. Meanwhile, for Penney High School and the Hornets and their road to the Show Me Bowl here at the Edward Jones Dome, a win over Salisbury, and then, of course, Wellington, and then their first shot of the season, knocking off Salisbury last week in the semifinals. Welcome back inside the Edward Jones Dome along with Richard Baldinger. I'm Scott Warman. Great to have you alongside. Great to be back with you, my friend.
I'm doing double duty right now. It's 3 days from me here, so I'm right in the middle of things. I'm all warmed up, ready to go.
Baldinger's always ready to do these games. We're ready to do this one. These two teams met up in 2009. Hamilton came away with the victory by 4 points. This should be quite a matchup here this afternoon, Richard. Let's start off with St. Genevieve Valley Catholic. They have a terrific running game. Tyler Falter, he really racks up the yards.
Yeah, you're talking about a guy with over 2,300 yards, and reading about his off-season program, it starts in the backyard, running around the doghouse, wherever else he can put in his way. And talking with the coaches from Penney, they said, hey, we've got a big circle around number 17 because where he goes, that's where the pigskin goes.
Well, let's talk about Coach Fairchild's Penney Hornets. They have a terrific running game as well, and it's led by the Harris brothers. This is the twin Derek.
Yeah, Derek Hughes is 2,274 yards rushing, 37 touchdowns, 8.5 yard average. Tell you what, that's money in the bank. They're going to run the split T. 32 very efficient running between the tackles. Believe me, this guy runs like a freight train, so if you've ever stepped in front of one, that's what it's like when you tackle 32.
We saw a lot of yards and a lot of points in our Class 3 championship. You can expect more in this one. Stick around. Opening kick and starting lineups coming your way next.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Show Me Bowl 2012 is brought to you by Farmers Insurance and by the Bommarito Automotive Group.
Welcome back inside the Everett Jones Dome. We have the coin toss as we're getting ready for the Class 1 title game between St. Genevieve Valley Catholic Warriors and the Penney Hornets from Hamilton, Missouri. The Hornets are #1 in Class State in the #1 class in the state of Missouri with a 14-0 record. Meanwhile, Valley Catholic at 12-2. There you see the head coach of the Penney Hornets, David Fairchild, 208 in 78 in his career coaching the Penney Hornets. In fact, they've outscored, Richard, their opponents this season 582 to 160.
Okay, there's a little bit of point differential there, and we'll leave it as that.
Judd Nager is the head coach of Valley Catholic. He's in his 9th season. He's accumulated a record of 90-24 in those 9 seasons. As we mentioned, they won their 11th state title game in the career, if you will, the entire Valley Catholic, which broke a Missouri State High School championship. Judd Nager, this is the Valley Catholic's 4th straight finals as they get set to take on Penney High School. As we mentioned, these two teams hooked up back in 2009, and Penney came away with a 21-17 win. So 5 seniors, Richard, 5 seniors on this Valley Catholic squad have played a state title game in each one of their years that they've been at high school at Valley Catholic.
Yeah, it just goes to show you what it's about when you have winning programs, and this is a testament to the players, but also to the coaches about building that winning legacy. The older kids, they win at the young age, carry it over, teach the younger kids what exactly needs to be done, how you practice, how you handle yourself. When the younger kids understand it and learn it from the older kids, that's why you're successful and you continue to come back to the Dome in St. Louis.
A large contingent from Hamilton, Missouri, from Northwest Missouri has made it on hand, along with the folks from St. Genevieve, and a squid kick is picked up by Valle Catholic, and they will start off on their first possession with terrific field position from their own 41-yard line.
And I'll be watching Fowler, Meyer, Moulton, Troutman, McCullough. Good offensive line for Valle up front, but also, folks, let's not forget about their defense on this side of the ball. You got to wear 2 chin straps when you play these guys because they're going to hit you in the mouth. We saw it last year. They woke us up in the early game. They had us going when we saw some of the contact.
Nolan Wood, you got a shot of him. He's the junior starting quarterback, the leader on this Warrior squad, and he'll get the first carry of this afternoon's game, breaking a few tackles, and he'll get a first down carry of 11 yards right to the midfield stripe. As we take a look at the starting offense for the Warriors from Valle Catholic High School in St. Genevieve, Missouri. We mentioned the quarterback, Nolan Wood. There's that offensive line that Richard was talking about. It's a good one. And there are your backs and receivers. Follett, number 17, the junior running back. Again, only 5 seniors on this Valle Catholic squad. And this is a reverse. Justin Roth is into Penney territory, wrapped up at the 42-yard line.
In a spread formation, a little bit almost like a flex bone look. The quarterback's going to do some spinning and wheeling in the backfield. So, again, all these looks with misdirections. You got to stay home. Here now you're going triple formation to the left. This little Valcap can give you so many different formations.
No huddle. Fallard's first carry. Close to a first down. He might have fallen just short. Jake Engel on the stop, 3 yards on the pickup. Let's take a look at the Penney Hornets starting defense for the state title game. We'll get it to you here momentarily. As again, a no huddle on a 3rd and less than a yard on the game's opening possession.
Getting the call from the sidelines. We'll go back to twins formation.
Wood, the quarterback, first down and more. Breaking more tackles inside the 30, down to the 22-yard line. 19 yards on the 3rd and 1, Richard.
We had a little option that time again. Look at, he's going to go ahead and fake the handoff inside. Watch everybody collapse the Fowler, quarterback keeper, and then onto the outside. Nice stop block on the outside again by number 81, the wide receiver, Vessel. Seen it in the last game, see it here. Wide receivers, if you're not catching the ball, you got to be blocking on the edge. You make the big plays. That time they got it done because of some good outside blocks.
Roll it on first down. Big hole in the middle and close to 10 yards on the first down run. Looks like he's going to get it.
Man, I'll tell you what, this could foul it, man. If he accelerate through the hole here, little zone read. Nice job in cutting through the backside. Good job on that, not overstepping. Seeing the hole, getting north and south immediately, no chance of pursuit. As I said, you step in front of that Mack truck. Good luck.
Fowler in the playoffs, over 1,300 yards rushing and 21 TDs just in the playoffs. Here's Wood on the carry. And good pursuit that time by the Warriors defense.
Yeah, it is. Again, you just seen efficient running. Had a chance to do the earlier game today, and saw just some great running. Both squads, and here continues that.
Yeah, between John Burroughs and Maryville, I mean, records were broken.
Elliott, oh my, McMahon
right.
from Maryville. Wow, a machine on both sides.
Wood's going to pass on second down, throws, end zone, touchdown! Trevor Cloak, a 9-yard touchdown reception, and the Warriors are on the board first.
How about the throw by Wood on the rollout? How about putting it on a frozen rope to Clump, who just finds the corner right in front of the goal line, able to make the catch and walk in for that touchdown.
These two teams have accumulated over 9,500 yards this year only on the ground. When you think about a rushing team with St. Genevieve Valley, 5,000 on the ground, but Wood with 1,100 yards in the air this year. Extra point is good. Valley strikes first. They lead it 7-0 in their Class 1 championship from the Edward Jones Dome here in downtown St. Louis.
Boom! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number one. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around?
That's why we present people with options, to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there?
It's a new Maze record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
Too tight-headed! Yeah!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Just over 2 minutes into our Class 1 state title game, and Valle Catholic scores first on a 9-yard touchdown pass by right there their starting quarterback Nolan Wood to Trevor Crump. 7-0 Warriors lead Penney High School, and the Hornets from Hamilton, Missouri have yet to touch the football offensively. And we were expecting a high-scoring game between these two teams, and
I'm just going to call him Nolan Ryan because the way he threw that football, that was a laser.
It was a strike, wasn't it? Klutz handles the kickoff chores for Valle. And it's taken by the up-back Hughes. And he's wrapped up by Trey McClure on a 9-yard return. Let's check in with the third member of our crew down on the field, and Jim Powers. Jimmy.
Thanks so much, Scott. You know, this Penney team, guys, is a team that is very familiar with being here at the Dome, but not in Class 1. With the new playoff format this year, they dropped from Class 2 to Class 1, and you got to remember they had a couple great battles with Valle Catholic a few years ago, but then they also won the Class 2 state championship back in 2010. So they're familiar, but Class 1 is new territory for the Penney Hornets. Let's go back upstairs.
All right, Jim, thanks so much. You're exactly right. New territory. I haven't been here in about 4 years in the Class 1. Talking to some of the folks from St. Genevieve Valley, they remember that game 4 years ago, and they were telling me it's just a matter of a couple of students, the difference between them being in Class 1 and Class 2. And we have a timeout taken by Penney right after the kickoff return to the Hornets' 31-yard line.
And just talking with Coach David Fairchild, I just asked him about some of the keys, and he said, number one, got to take care of the job, got to take care of business in the kicking game. And we saw there in the first game today, kicking game wasn't taken care of by John Burrows, and it cost them. They had a block next to the point, gave up a big return at the end of the second quarter, led to a touchdown and everything. So again, that's going to be a big part of it. Also stopping the running game, but right now Val Catholic came out. So right now here offensively, they're going to have to sustain some drives. Got to sustain some drives. Can't leave his defense out in the field, as he said, because Val Catholic is just too strong and eventually going to wear you out.
Well, for St. Genevieve Valley, they have not 29 takeaways as a defense this season, but overall they've had 30 giveaways. So they're a -1 heading into this state title game against Penney. There you see the starting quarterback, Drew Finch, the sophomore at 6'1". He's the signal caller for the Hornets, and they'll go to the ground game, and this is one of the two twins. This is Derek Hughes, the senior, who leads the team in rushing with the first carry of this afternoon.
You got that split T look, and again, it's just quick dives in the middle. Not a lot for the quarterback to know about a couple different plays as we take a look at the lineups.
Apiana starting over at the offensive tackle, also a terrific defensive lineman, and there you see the backs and receivers. Kellen Overstreet had a huge day, special teams defensively and offensively in the win for Penney last week.
Ooh, yeah, movement to the left side.
Back to Derek Hughes once again. Ground game to the 38, 3 yards shy of the first down. Let's take a look at the Valley Warriors defense. Only 2 returning starters from last year's state title game. And watch Dylan Walk. He leads the team with 10 sacks. There's the linebacking core. Jesse Meyer leads the team in tackles. Great linebacking core in there. You see the defensive back. Nolan Wood, the quarterback, starts at safety. He was actually a linebacker last year, and they've slid him back to the last line of defense. 3rd and 3. Finch, pressure, throws, and it's incomplete. Jalen Richmond was the intended receiver.
Nice pressure coming off the end. Dylan Wolk, the linebacker that time. Again, they have the offensive line. It looked like they had an unbalanced line. They did. Wolk just comes off the edge. He's not picked up by the back coming out of the backfield. So probably some miscommunication on that part. Quarterback's not going to live for another day with taking shots like that.
Right now they're showing they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Now Finch is also the punter for Penney High School. Now we'll go back into punt formation. And a quick line drive kick.
Knuckleball.
And picked up by the Valle return man Klump, and he'll run out of bounds at the 22. Very dangerous play there by Trevor.
Scary partner. Living dangerously, picking up the pigskin like that.
Hey, a quick reminder, you can follow Frank and John Bomarito at Bomarito Auto as they tweet daily about the automotive industry. Read all about the future of the automotive industry at Bomarito Auto. 50-yard punt, 9-yard return. Second possession for the Warriors here this afternoon, looking for their 12th state title here this afternoon. Fowler on first down. Here's what they'll tell you about Fowler. Well, he's probably more of a between the tackles guy, about 5'10", 5'11", 201 pounds. But once he gets to the outside, he does have some quicks, Richard.
Yeah, he's got a second gear, no question about it. But again, he just seeks out contact. That time, good job on slant coming inside. Again, shoulder pad square, good pad level, finishes with good positive yards.
Nolan Wood, the starting quarterback, getting the signals from the sideline. 2nd and 6.
Tackle trap.
Fowler.
My God.
Outside, and
stretched it out.
That was a good job by the defense for the Penney Hornets there.
Yeah, they pulled Jacob Troutman, the right tackle. Watch him come across here. Valle steps inside, now back outside. And again, excellent job in terms for Penney staying at home. Number 29, Stent's play. That was Overstreet. You can just see what Fallon can do in terms of running the ball. Very good balance.
Third down, Wood. Fine time, throws, complete. Caught, good enough for the first down at the 33-yard line. Connor Bosler, the freshman backup quarterback in the game, on the reception, and 2 for 2 on third down conversions is Valle.
Yeah, Wood on the movement. Again, just designed rollout to his right side. Nice delivery on the ball that time. Number 11 coming back, Connor Bosler. Excuse me. You know, we've got a little diamond over here to the right side. I'm going to go ahead and split it out. Got quads. See if defense overcommits. Maybe they come back to the field side with a run.
Fowler right up the gut, and he'll get a couple of yards on that carry.
That was a nice job defensively by Penney. They didn't overreact to the 4-receiver side to the field. And a lot of times you'll have the safety kind of walk over to that side, and then it opens up the field side and maybe to a zone read or quarterback keeper coming out the back door. But excellent in terms of staying balanced, able to make the tackle in the middle of the game.
Fowler only 2 on that pickup there, Richard. 2nd and 8. Empty backfield. Fowler from the wing trying to reverse it. Jake Engel does a nice job to wrap him up after a 1-yard pickup. Let's take a look at the resume for the Valle Catholic Warriors. Again, 12-2 this season. They had an undefeated season, and of course, state semifinals. And there you see Coach Nager has done an outstanding job in his 9th season, as we mentioned, taking over this unbelievable program that has been around for so many years, at least 30 years, as we mentioned, 11 state titles for St. Genevieve Valley Catholic. 2 for 2 on third downs. This is a 3rd and 8. Blitz coming out. Wood throws. Broke with the catch into Penney territory. Finally wrapped up at the 44-yard line. And Nolan Wood threw an outstanding pitch and catch there to Roth.
Yeah, but how about Derek Hughes coming off the edge on the blitz? Watch the ground. Wood takes the shot. And then the catch by Justin Roth to be able to change direction, beats man coverage, comes back around, extends the arm, tracks the ball in. First down on the play.
21 yards on the pass play. Back into Penney territory. Valle, huge hole, and he'll be very close to another first down. I think he's going to get it there, Richard.
Yeah, it was a nice job. And again, on that look, it looks like we had twins kind of made that 4-2-5. The linebackers walked out, so automatically your quarterback comes back inside in the count. Well, there was a blitz on the play, and there it is. It looks like somebody missed the B gap on that play coming that side. It should have been 77. Matthew Lapiana? He missed a hole on that time, and Valle found it.
8th play of the drive. Wood bouncing off more tacklers. And a nice open field tackle by Hughes at the 27-yard line. Wood bounces off a lot of tacklers, doesn't he?
Man, I tell you what, Nolan Ryan throwing the football. And Larry Zonka running the football.
Going to give him 7 yards on the first down carry.
Oh, 7 yards.
Should have had 0. Official call a timeout. They stopped the clock, Richard, with 4:56 remaining in the opening quarter.
It's all the training that's done in the offseason. All the other extra curricular activity, the work that you do off the field, the training.
Valle, huge hole. End zone, touchdown.
Foul at that time again. Nice job by the quarterback. Wood reads it. He got numbers advantage in the box. Valle's able to take the handoff. Nobody at the second level and through the hole. Again, take a look at it. Linebackers take outside. Again, not sure who has that A and B gap on the inside, but there's no one at home for Penney right now. That's too easy for Valle.
Well, you talked to the St. Genevieve Valley folks, again, who have followed the team for many years, talking before today's game. And they'll tell you only the 5 seniors, after being there the last 3 years, they didn't think this team was going to make a trip back to the Show Me Bowl. But as you talked about, the hard work and the determination, that's what made St. Genevieve Valley in the state title game. And they are running past Penney right now. Valle with the touchdown run, his 22nd of the playoffs. Valley up by 14.
Boom! Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around.
That's why we present people with options to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
The new Mays record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Yeah, and just looking at Val Catholic, the machine led by their tailback here, Tom Fallett. Let's take a look. It's a 4-2-5 defense. Nobody's inside on the A gap, and what happens, defensive tackles one way, linebackers got to fill the other side, lifting that time, and also the other linebackers not in position angle. That's the reason why I just opened wide, and for Fallett, who's such a good athlete, that's too easy for number 17.
8 rushes, 59 yards already, and we haven't finished up with the opening quarter of play. This is Devin Hughes on the return, and Justin Roth with a terrific open field tackle at the 25-yard line, 9-yard return.
4
Edward Jones Dome here in downtown St. Louis. Show Me Bowl 2012, along with Richard Baldinger, Jim Powers, and Scott Warman. Great to have you alongside on this Class 1 title game as Valle Catholic High School looking for their 12th championship. Lead it 14-0 here in the opening quarter. Second possession for the Penney Hornets from their own 25-yard line. And that wing formation once again, and a couple of yards on the first down carry for Derek Hughes.
Justin Rolfe, linebacker that time on the inside. I'll tell you what, he just filled that hole. Again, unbalanced line in this. And basically, there's about 3 running plays out of this. You basically have the dive play, quarterback keeper, or you just go ahead and pitch it. And, you know, this goes back to the days of Coach Farrow at the University of Missouri back in the 40s. And basically, this was the onset of the spread offense. They took the splits of the offensive linemen and widened them out. Hopefully create some natural running lanes.
As Devin Hughes in motion, his brother Derek gets the carry. No gain on second down. Let's take a look at that resume for the Penney Hornets in this state title game. There you see it again, undefeated at 14-0. Their first shutout of the season last week in the semis against Salisbury. And there you see Hughes leading the team with over 2,200 yards rushing and Finch over 1,000 yards passing. Again, Finch only a sophomore, but that Hughes tandem, the twins, are seniors. This is their senior season at Penney High School. This is a 3rd and 6.
Here's the pitch.
Overstreet trying to cut the corner, gets to the outside, first down and more.
Beat Nolan Wood, number 7, who's lined up outside. The safety position, and again, just look at the pitch. Nice job of getting to the edge, and there's speed. It makes every coach look pretty. And Overstreet that time, put it in overdrive. Nice call on the play.
11 yards on the pickup for Overstreet. His first carry of the afternoon. As we mentioned, he had a huge semifinal game. No pickup as Roth was there on the stop. Let's go down the sidelines and check back in with Jimmy Powers. Jimmy.
Thanks so much, Scott. Penney is one of the few schools around that still has a natural grass field. So one of the things they did this week was they went up to Chillicothe to practice on their turf field. And then yesterday when they were heading over to St. Louis, they stopped at Rockbridge in Columbia, practiced at their stadium on their brand new turf facility, and then came to St. Louis. They wanted to get ready and prepare the right way because they've never played on the turf other than right here at the Dome. Back up to you guys.
Overstreet in motion on 2nd and 10. Oh, Derek Hughes is absolutely nailed by Jesse Meyer for no gain.
On the defensive tackle position, again, just coming back to the weak side here. He had the unbalanced line, and Myers just comes down the line of scrimmage, and the ground is still rumbling right now. Good job with the off hands that time, not taking the cut block, and able to get in on the play.
3rd and 10 for the Hornets. 1 for 2 on 3rd down conversions.
Meyer, the middle linebacker. Maybe the biggest middle linebacker. What do you think? Look at him.
Overstreet on the halfback option, throws. Oh, beautiful tip. Incomplete. Great read there by number 34, Jared Davis.
Yeah, again, coming across with the right hand, too. The halfback pass. Watch Jared Davis come across. There's the halfback pass that time, but again, great job of not using that left hand would maybe have the interference call as they're looking downfield that time for Tyler Hampton. Jared Davis.
Being sophomore.
Yeah.
Great read. They were not fooled at all. Finch, 50-yard punt his first time. And another end-over-end kick. Will take it at his own 15. Open field tackle there made by Devin Hughes.
Trevor Plump went down quick on this one. He just snagged the ball with the left hand. Devin Hughes goes down and gets the ankle. Rope-a-dope puts him down. Now it's up to Penney to do something. They got to create a turnover or something, get some field position for their offense. Val Catholic, you talk about the offense. Tyler Fowler, Wood at the quarterback position. It's been a machine so far in terms of throwing the football and running the ball.
Penney had 5 interceptions in their victory last week, 48-0 over Salisbury. 3rd possession for Valle Catholic. Huge hole for Follard. He'll pick up 4 on the first down carry as we're under 2 minutes left in the opening quarter of this Class 1 state title game here in downtown St. Louis.
Yeah, Jesse Meyer, one of those guard positions. You're thinking you're going to run the football. They do, Val Catholic. 7 men in the box defensively for Penney, but still able to get 5 yards on the play. 5-man front now.
Again to Follett, spinning off tackles, making something out of nothing. You got to like the second and third effort there by Follett.
Yeah, originally, I was going to say Craig Richardson, number 72, was the one who made the penetration, but Fowler, again, with such good balance, takes the hits and able to just spin off. As you said, still get a couple yards on the play.
3rd and 2. Valley's been perfect on third down conversions here in the first quarter, 3 for 3.
A little flex bone look here now. Shotgun, 2 wing backs.
Wood, quick out, throws, Klump collects the pass, first down and more. He'll make it to the 40-yard line, 14 yards on the pickup, no penalty flag.
All-season program right here. Klump and quarterback both on the same page. Watch him drive off on the route, sell the deep, makes a cornerback stay in his drop back. Again, they're not able to come back. Pitch and catch, first down on the play. That's a good job of selling the deep route that time by Klump, coming off the ball, not showing any sign, then breaking down for the catch.
Follett, first down, and that time great pursuit. Will Overstreet, Jake Engel were there on the stop.
Yeah, but give credit to Richardson, 72. I don't know if we could take a look at it again. He was the one who had the initial penetration that time, and anytime you make a running back go sideways, right here, watch the penetration, and again, now Follett's got to go sideways. Now you got Rowley to the ball, and Hughes is number 29, Overstreet 29, able to make the tackle.
Final play of the first quarter. Good time, throwing deep downfield, Klump there, incomplete. And that will do it for the opening quarter of play of our Class 1 title game. Valle Catholic looking for their 12th state title. Gets a touchdown pass. Klump with the reception there. Tyler Follett with his 22nd playoff touchdown. And it's Valle Catholic up by 2 touchdowns. Back scenic route here in downtown St. Louis, and the Gateway Arch in the background as we bring you the 2012 Show Me Bowl Championships inside the Edward Jones Dome, Class 1. There you see as we start the second quarter, Valle Catholic with a 3rd and 9, setting up a pass play, and Follett can't catch up the pass by Nolan Wood, and that is the first 3rd down conversion that has been missed by the Warriors here this afternoon.
Yeah, nice job by Litton, the linebacker that time, having Fowler on that little wheel route, step for step with them. Quarterback was under duress. Wood couldn't really put a lot on the football. So, again, good coverage, good pressure. 3rd and was long. Now, make them punt.
Justin Klutz handles the kicking chores, also the punting chores for the Warriors. It's Devin Hughes, Derek's brother, back to receive this punt.
What a punt.
And Devin will pick it up at his own 10-yard line. Nothing but white jerseys as he's surrounded at the 16, 49-yard punt, 6-yard return.
I thought there was going to be a coffin corner kick. I haven't heard that terminology in a while, but nice kick, good hang time. Coverage is able to get down the field here. Tough place for Penney to start, what, their own 12-yard line, 13-yard line?
Well, the Hornets have only 1 first down and 0 passing yards after 1 quarter has surpassed here at the Edward Jones Dome. And you know, Coach Fairchild is looking for a lot more, especially from a team who put up 582 points this season heading into the state title game. Overstreet in motion on first down. Derek Hughes, nice job, breaking tackles, busting loose, fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by Valle.
Who's running through? We got a flag here. I don't know if we're going to have a holding or a face mask, excuse me. But running through the arm tackle of Jesse Meyer, who's at the middle linebacker position. I said Derek Hughes like tackling a freight train. I think we're going to have a face mask on this play.
It was a 19-yard run before the fumble by Hughes.
That's the adjustment there. Jesse Meyer.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Costly penalty. Play should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. Watch Meyer shoot the gap here. He has the tackle made. There's 3 missed tackles at the line of scrimmage, 4. And there comes the strip and the penalty on that one. That was number 34, Jared Davis. But Trey McClure missed that tackle. Jesse Meyer missed the tackle. I mean, they had him stopped.
Davis had the face mask and the forced fumble at the time. So the Hornets catch a break there. No turnover.
Derek Hughes, the Diesel, is beginning to warm up.
Starting to look a little like Tyler Fowler.
Yeah.
St. Genevieve Valley. Now the officials are coming over to
see about the measurement.
Talk it over
the ball placement.
Foul will be enforced from spot of the fumble, 15 yards, first down.
And that's what they're figuring out right now, where the foul took place. Then go ahead and mark off the yardage from that point.
So I think they initially had marked it off from the fumble recovery.
Exactly.
And this time they do it actually from where the fumble occurred, which was actually the infraction as well, Richard, you're right. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets from their own 42. 11:30 left in this first half. Valle scoring on their first 2 possessions. They lead it by 2 touchdowns.
Pass to humanity on the right side. You know where it's coming.
Derek Hughes.
Jesse Meyer right in the middle of that thing.
Smothered at the 45. 3 yards on the pickup.
It's Jesse Meyer at the middle linebacker position. Look at the size of this cat. How about running a lead play into that? Talk about running into a bear.
How many number 70s have you seen play middle linebacker, Richard? Wouldn't see Mike Singletary wearing number 70, would you?
I'll tell you what, Mike Singletary wishes he was that big. Well, let me tell you something, Mike Singletary could hit you now. But I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen a linebacker in the high school that size.
Derek Hughes with his 7th carry into Valle territory, close to a first down, and yes, Jesse Meyer on the stop.
And here's the unbalanced line, and here's the split T is all about it. Watch quarterback now deliver it, versus out, and Hughes again gets a nice block on the front side by 77 Lapiana, that tackle position. So again, it's all about angle blocking with that unbalanced line, getting some movement, and again, finding the crease. Not a complicated offense in terms of how many different plays, but it takes a quarterback who's efficient in opening to either side, and again, making the proper read. It's a quicker handoff, and the backs are coming downhill a lot quicker than they would in a regular split back view.
Shot at Derek Hughes, 7 carries, 36 yards in his opening half.
You see how tight the backs are to the line of scrimmage.
Back to Derek once again, trying to bounce outside. Turning on the Jets. First down and more. Follow. Wrap him out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 20 yards on the carry. And the Hornets are rolling on offense now.
Yeah, right behind Hughes. I told you he was a freight train here. They've got this stopped. Everybody hits their gaps, but they just don't wrap up. Now they lose contain, and there's Hughes on the outside. The speed, high step in it. And again, that's all because proper pad level, you keep your head up, you're on balance, you can make it to the outside, can't lose contain, Val.
Tyler Hampton looks like he jumped off sides, and we get a procedure call.
That's a great job, Derek Hughes, to get the penalty on the field, but Derek Hughes, what you're seeing out of him as a tailback again. I mean, this is what it's all about, the off-season work. What does it do for you? Well, it shows up on the field.
Dead ball, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
The leg strength. See people run into Derek Hughes, they bounce off him. His ability to bounce. I mean, that's all that conditioning, all the extra agility work you do, so it pays off. And that's why these kids are here in St. Louis at the Dome right now.
Back to the ground game on 1st and 15. Hughes going to the outside, gets a good block upfield. Nice cut to get the first down inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 yards on the first down carry.
Yeah, we have the unbalanced line to the left side, but watch Tyler Hampton now. He's the tight end on the right side. Watch the block he gets. He gets reach. Now watch him move his feet. Keep moving your feet. Then you get the extra block downfield from number 32 on the play, Devin Hughes. So helping out brother, but it all starts at the point of attack. Nice job by Tyler Hampton in terms of fundamentals and finishing.
Derek, I think, gave Devin that extra turkey leg last night for that block. Derek again, this time can't bounce off those tackles. Jesse Meyer again right there in the middle of it.
Trey McClure was one who had penetration that time.
How about McClure's number 75, playing defensive tackle, one of the 5 seniors on this team, second in the team with 114 tackles and 4 sacks. You talk about explosiveness in the middle part of your defensive line. Holy smokes.
And right now you got to understand it's all about angle blocking. Here it's again, it's the unbalanced line coming to the right side. Got to make sure you don't get washed down.
7th play of the drive for Penney. Overstreet to the outside. Overstreet inside the 10.
Again, number 7, Nolan Wood, quarterback, and now he's playing safety on the outside. He's got to be able to contain this. He's got a dead stop, but there's the strength. 29, we're talking Kellen Overstreet, and able to get to the edge. Positive yards on the play when it should have been a negative play. You got to make sure you wrap up, but Overstreet's got that little second gear also too.
There you see Nolan Wood, the free safety for the Warriors. Missed that tackle there. 3rd and 4. Penney 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Derek Hughes, first down and more inside the 5, wrapped up at the 3-yard line. Wood there on the stop.
Tell you what, Penney's warming up, and they're hot. The fire's burning right now. Watch the right side of that offensive line come off. Great job there by number 55 working with the center angle. Got that little scoop block going, and Hughes just rolling.
Hornets knock it on the door. Trying to slice into this 14-point deficit here with the first. Derek Hughes is wrapped up for a loss. There's your boy, Jesse Meyer.
Did he shoot the gap on this as a linebacker now in this defense? You got to know your responsibility. Defensive tackle goes one way. Meyer brings the whole Valle Catholic High School with him. But watch him shoot to this gap.
I think you knew the snap count. What do you think?
Oh, the ground's still rumbling right now from that one. He just goes forward. That's an M12 tank just coming at you, Jesse Meyer.
This is the 11th play of the drive for Penney. 10 plays, 10 running plays on this drive for the Hornets, and now we get a whistle. Looks like we might have a timeout called here.
Yeah, and Drew Finch, the quarterback here, It's all about reading in the box. Where do you think, even though you think that maybe they should go left because there's less people to that side, what you're always looking at is leverage. Which side, maybe it's the weak side or the strength side, do they have the best angles for blocking? That's what the quarterback reads. That's where he decides to work the football.
Quick reminder, Farmers Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Call 800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers. Richard Baldinger, Jim Powers, and our entire Niles Media Group crew. Scott Warman with you. Great to have you alongside. It's our Class 1 title game. 7:26 left here in the first half. And it is Valle Catholic up 14-0. Penney knocking on the door. And let's go down to the field level right now. Check in with Jim Powers. Jimmy.
Scott and Baldy, one of the things, and you mentioned it in the open about Tyler Fowler from Valle Catholic, he is a kid that just is a great worker. And this summer, it was 100 degrees here in the St. Louis area and down in St. Genevieve. He actually grew his own grass in his backyard and set up an obstacle course with different pieces of equipment to get better and to work on his linebacking position skills. And look what it's done. It's paid off. Second leading tackler for Valle Catholic this year. Back up to you guys.
Hughes end zone. Touchdown. Hornets on the board. 5-yard touchdown run for Derek Hughes. And the Hornets are an extra point away of cutting the deficit in half.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they turned out that time, 75, Trey McClure in the trenches. They did a good job in terms of getting the double team. Look at the mass humanity. Again, 2 combo blocks on the front side. Defensive tackles are in the end zone. Woods in the end zone. Myers in the end zone. So pad level coming off. And again, it's all about angles, but making sure you're working together well with your buddies on the combo blocks. I'll tell you, Penney right now, warming up, and now that machine's going forward. Got to do a better job there in the trenches.
Richard, that's the 38th touchdown of the season for Derek Hughes. Lapiana with the extra point. They'll split the uprights. 7:22 left here in the opening half of our Class 1 title game. That young man, Derek Hughes, with his 38th touchdown of the season, and it's Valle Catholic up by a touchdown.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around.
That's why we present people with options to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
It's a new Mays record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Just bringing back some split T. The big guys up front. Angle at the right guard position. Also number 60, Trevor Elliott. Look at the combo blocks, the point of attack, turning out McClure. Believe me, Meyer, number 70. You got to do a better job in the trenches. It's all about angles, combo blocks. Nice job by Penney up front in terms of pads down, working together and get some movement. They won't be denied down the red zone. We're going back to 1940 for this offense, but the machine's still clicking and rolling.
That's right. Look at this tee up here for Lapiana. And it's a squib kick.
It's a knuckleball.
That's a live ball, and it's picked up
Look
by
at the lane.
Valle Catholic, and there is a return by Klump to the 40-yard line.
And if he would have stayed outside, I think he would have kept on going. He cut back inside. I think he was watching Zeke Elliott a little bit and thought he could cut back and make the run.
28 on the return, as you see a shot of Klump there. Now, we featured both of the running backs. You did in our open, Follett, and we saw Hughes there with the touchdown run. Those two young men have accumulated over 5,500 yards rushing heading into today's game. The two of them just, and we aren't even done with the first half, have 150 yards on the ground.
So we're going to have a blitz coming this time. See some great running backs here already. Tremendous action here at the Dome.
Follett on first down. Follett. Devin Hughes finally wraps him up after a yard pickup.
Yeah, Brent Siners initially at the defensive tackle position stopped him. Also, number 40, Litton, the linebacker. But again, you're just seeing such good strength at both running backs. Fowler, also Hughes, they're not going to go down. People just bounce off their legs. Training, pumping the iron, coming a machine.
Warriors getting the signal from the sideline on the 2nd and 9. Wood up top. Time throws a strike. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Trevor Klump. Will Overstreet on the coverage, and we mentioned a huge game for Will Overstreet last week in the semis. A kickoff return, 85 yards for a touchdown, a pick 6. He had 2 interceptions, and he also had a lot of yardage running the ball for Penney last week in their victory over Salisbury.
I don't know, on that rollout, he had Fowler as a personal protector, but I think I'm going to release him in the open field, throw him the ball out in the flats, let him do his magic.
Warriors 4 of 5 on third down conversions. On 3rd and 9.
Blitz.
Pressure.
Screen.
Set up. Vessel runs into his old man. Gets the first down and more. Inside the 40 and finally wrapped up at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, nice job on that part too by Vessel. He initially ran into Moulton, number 73, but watch Wood on this in the screen. Watch him roll to his right and invite the defense up. Now he comes back, and there's Vessel. Ran into his tackle, Troutman, But Vessel, again, getting some scoots going. Up the field quickly, got a little bit of a convoy up front. First down.
Wood with the carry. And he'll make his way to the 30-yard line on the 8-yard run. Angle on the stop. And we've seen Nolan Wood, the quarterback, who's very difficult to wrap up and throw to the ground.
Well, what happens also, too, when you have so much misdirection like that, you get the defense flowing in one way. Then you try to come back to get a quarterback, and you got a mobile quarterback like you have in Wood. It makes it real difficult if you make the wrong initial step to come back and make a good tackle. Going with a 5-man front here again for Penney defensively.
Follett on second down, big hole inside the 20. Second touchdown of the afternoon for Follett. And Valle Catholic back up top by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, watch the gut block by the right guard, which is he's going to kick out. Watch the right guard kick out again. Now your right tackle folds around, gets enough on Overstreet. And again, that's all Fowler needs. Just that little bit of crease, but there's the patience. And if you don't get to your responsibility on that play, I thought the linebacker Litton got caught up in the traffic. Not able to make play touchdown.
Freshman Coots in for the extra point.
Yeah, take a look at Moulton, number 73. We call this a gut block. The guard blocks out. Troutman, the right tackle, comes around, gets on the linebacker, Overstreet, just enough. And again, got to know your responsibility. Got to get off blocks. Got to use your hands better. Right now up front, Valle Catholic just dominating strength and power. Getting some movement. And Fowler gets a lane like that. That's money in the bank for a touchdown.
Exactly. Quick reminder, Bommarito Cadillac in St. Peters just recently completed Missouri's only exclusive Cadillac facility, and it's absolutely fabulous. Make sure you stop by I-70 in Cave Springs in St. Peters, Missouri. Bommarito has taken the luxury buying experience to the next level with no charge Cadillac service, pickup, or drop off. plays, 60 yards, a $152 on the 30-yard touchdown run by Fowler. 21-7 the score. Remember, the key play in that whole drive was that 3rd and 9 screenplay for Valle Catholic.
Well, I'm watching Valle Catholic up front, and I'm seeing some guys in the trenches getting it done, and I just happen to look across the way, and there's a guy over there by the name of Jackie Slater. Played for a while, a few years.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good. He used to dominate like that a lot.
Well, you go about 3 down from him, and a number 72 that used to play for the St. Louis football Cardinals. He was pretty good, too. Dan Deerdorf.
Was he something else, man? As said Too Tall Jones about him, and he'll tell you a lot of stories.
And this time the return by Hampton to the 32-yard line. Going to go old school here, and back as a kid growing up in the St. Louis area, watching Dan, in fact, just saw and talked to Dan a couple of weeks ago. And his tandem on the right side of that terrific offensive line for the St. Louis football Cardinals. Of course, you're familiar with him from the Kansas City area. Our good friend Conrad Dobler.
Conrad, he's always a sociable type.
In fact, that offensive line, if you go back to 1975, 14-game season in the NFL with Penney and Young and Banks, only gave up 7 sacks in a 14-game season. All right, Hornets back to work, down by 14, and Hughes wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage as Jokers was there for the stop.
Better job in the trenches that time. Some movement up front, created some, just tore up the timing on that play. You know, said Young at the offensive guard you talked about, the Rams back then, Cardinals, excuse me. And I'll tell you what, he was the first guy I saw when it meant about lifting weights. He was the one who brought lifting weights to the National Football League. His brother was a great power lifter.
From Wyoming, nonetheless.
Chasing the Buffalo.
2nd and 9. Derek Hughes back to the ground. Great effort there by Derek to make his way to the 39-yard line. Give him 6 on the carry. And now the Hornets face another 3rd down conversion here.
Yeah, I tell you, Angle and Lapiana that time. They took McClure on a ride on an express train 8 yards down the field.
Hornets 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 3. Hughes. Great effort. Valentin to wrap him up. Along with Vessel, and he's going to be short of the 1st down, only 1 yard.
Talked about McClure the last time. He got driven off the line of scrimmage. Watch him this time against the double team. Beats the crab block that time of 77 coming down Lapiano and gets in on the play. There's Wood. Also, too, giving the big credit for number 5 in the play, Roth at the linebacker. He initially came in, took on the fullback that time on the offensive side of the line of scrimmage.
We get a shot at Richard McClure the 3rd. All right, 4th and a yard, and Finch, the punter, will go back into punt formation. End over end, Clumps there at his own 25. Outside. Fumble, and it goes right into Finch's hand, and it is our first turnover of the afternoon. Hornets catch a break.
Finch looks like the wide receiver. He gets his toes down on the sideline and able to come away with the fumble recovery. Take a look at him on the sidelines. He's just holding his toes. He's standing on a tightrope. Clump on the return, got the ball on the wrong side in the left arm. Now he's going to take a hit from Overstreet. And there's the foot down, control of the football.
Huge break for the Hornets. Best field position, Richard, that they have started out with here in the 1st half at the Warriors' 46-yard line. There's a shot at Finch, the sophomore. Picks up the fumble recovery. And he's going to throw it for the first time today. Underneath the Overstreet. Great grab by Will. And he'll spin for about a yard gain as we check downstairs again with Jim Powers. Jimmy.
Thanks so much, Scott. We've talked a lot about Drew Finch, especially that play that he just made on the turnover. He's only a sophomore. Last year, as a freshman, got a lot of valuable playing time and really set himself up for this season. But, you know, when's the last time, you know, Baldy, and you may know this, a sophomore has led his team to an undefeated regular season and a chance to win a state championship? Pretty good stuff.
Very good stuff, and it shows a guy with a lot of poise and understanding of this offense doing a nice job directing it.
Overstreet on the carry. First down and more.
And the leg drive of Overstreet to run through the arm tackle of Clump that time. Take a look at in the trenches, a little misdirection in the backfield, the down block. Now you got the counter, you're pulling left guard, left tackle, and there's Overstreet just banging straight ahead. And with being that close to the line of scrimmage, it's a bang-bang play. So he's on top of those linebackers. So if you don't shed your blocks now, big yardage for the tailbacks.
15 yards on that carry, Richard Baldinger. From the 30, 1st and 10. Derek Hughes will get 6. As Penney now has 129 yards on the ground, and Valley Catholic with 150.
When you play against a split T, it's all about in the trenches. And I'll tell you what, this Penney offensive line, I'll tell you, they just come off the ball and mow people down. They are just getting after it. This young man here, Lapiana, number 77. That's a good number, 77 now.
You like that, huh?
Oh, those guys know how to block well.
Not speaking from experience, though, correct?
Hey, I'll tell you, they come on. Watch Matthew Lapiana here. Watch him come off, number 77. You want to see a down block? There he goes, double team. Now watch him finish this. Continue, move your feet. Now watch the nastiness of Lapiana. Watch him just finish this guy in the ground and roll him over like cordwood. That's what you want to see with your guys in the trenches, folks. That's what it's all about.
Senior, 6 foot. One of the returning offensive and defensive players for Coach Fairchild's squad. Again, back into Class 1. And again, this is a rematch from 2009. These two teams hooked up. The last time Penney was in Class 1, and the Hornets came out with a 21-17 win. We're already at 21-7. We still have 2:51 left in the first half.
It's not a complicated offense. I think you kind of figured out what's going to happen, right?
Just a matter of wills. Out of the timeout, 2nd and 4 for the Hornets. Hughes breaks a tackle or two. And he's going to be very close to another Penney first down.
Yeah, Ethan Fowler, defensive tackle 55, coming down the line of scrimmage. And again, on some of these, you're just going to let some of those down linemen go. You let that defensive tackle go on the front side sometimes, get to the second level. Quarterback will option off him. That time, you got some nice movement at the point of attack on the defensive tackle. And give the dive read and go ahead.
Derek falls just a yard shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1. So we're near the 2-minute mark left in this first half. Hughes gets the yard and more. Jesse Meyer wraps him up at the 16. 5 yards on the carry, and they'll move the sticks and stop the clock with 2:07 left.
Yeah, Trey Lund over at the left guard position that time. Now, he's able to keep his balance, tippy-toeing through the minefield. Positive yards.
With that carry for Derek Hughes, he's already passed the century mark in this first half. Now Overstreet with his 5th carry, and he'll get a yard. He now has 32 yards rushing in the first half.
Brian Vessel, I'll tell you what, 81. I mean, ran the screen pass in there. Some of these plays, I mean, defensive end position, getting upfield, knowing where your responsibility. Also, 2 chokers, number 4, on the play. So Vessel really getting it done on that time and limiting that run. Looking 2nd and long now for Penney.
Overstreet got some running room. Cut in the corner. Touchdown, Hornets!
Is that Statue of Liberty play almost? It looked like it to me. I'll tell you what, this all sets up with the run. Watch Overstreet. He's going to come in motion now and then come back. And it almost looked like it. Almost looked like Statue of Liberty, but again, comes back with that little ghost motion over the top. And again, quarterback just takes the snap. The pump fake afterwards. Defense wasn't sure where the ball was. It's in the end zone.
Yana makes it a 7-point deficit. So Penney, who was held scoreless in the opening quarter, have scored 2 touchdowns, and they trail it by a touchdown at 21-14.
Yeah, some nice runs, some good power running. Again, nice read by the quarterback. And again, let's take a look at Drew Finch on this one. Again, wants him to take the snap. Now, again, works going to the right side, keeps his eyes there, and there's Overstreet coming back in motion. And again, it sets up with the quarterback on the fake, but also keeping your eyes focused on the right side, make that defense commit. Now you got Overstreet coming back around. They don't count for him. It's a touchdown on the play.
He'll be proud, taking advantage of those turnovers, getting him into 7 points.
Exactly right.
For the Hornets, it's now a 7-point deficit now for Coach Fairchild, as you see Coach Nager, the Valley Catholic Warriors. He has 1 timeout remaining with $1:15 left in this first half of play.
And it's so demoralizing. First of all, when you have the turnover like that on special teams, and then for the offense to come back and just cram it down your throat is literally what they did. They came back and did some power football again and knocking some people off the ball, and then they come on with a kind of a razzle-dazzle play for a touchdown.
Squib kick taken by Follard and get to the 37.
Hard hitting out there on the field, I'll tell you. Special team, a lot of bodies flying around right now.
69 seconds left. Now, the one thing that we know about Nolan Wood, despite the success that Valley's had running the football, this young man's a gunslinger.
Yes, he is. And again, I saw this here in the first game for Maryville. Same amount of time, almost in the same position, right at about the 40-yard line. First play went for a touchdown.
8 of the 27 plays in this first half have been via the air for the Warriors.
There it is.
Communication on the handoff, but Follard was wrapped up by Hughes at the 49 for a 12-yard gain. Stopped the clock with 1:03 as they moved the chains.
It looked like some confusion on defense that time. Just went with a 3-man rush. People really weren't sure of their lineup, trying to get back to a zone defense. Came inside with the run that time. Follard first down on the play.
Under a minute left. Wood, time, throws downfield, and it is incomplete. Hampton with the terrific coverage on Jokers downfield.
Yeah, it was. Good job of staying on top of the route that time against Jokers, number 4. But again, on this rollout, with Follard coming out there with them, I just don't understand why they don't release Follard out into the flats and go ahead and just dump the ball off. I think they're wasting them on that. Defense is going to stay off, and again, just go ahead and drop it off to your running back in the open field and let him do his magic.
Now the Warriors have 1 timeout remaining, 53 seconds left. Wood 5 of 9 for 69 yards passing and that touchdown, our first one this afternoon of 9 yards to Clump.
Yeah, Litton looks like he's going to come in the blitz. He does. And he blew that up.
Allerts will bowl his way inside the 44.
Now, you talked about his training in the offseason at home. Watch on this counter play. Litton, the linebacker, is going to blow it up. Destroys the timing. But again, Follard has the presence of mind. Nice job by the center making some room. Good yards on the play.
Now Wood on the carry on 3rd and 3. Oh, he's drilled by Hughes, but he gets the first down by 2 yards.
Started to his right side. I thought he was falling right tackle on the play, doing a nice job. Joseph Moulton, the right guard. But Wood able to show some balance, come to the backside, first down. Takes a shot. 1
timeout remaining, Richard. They've never kicked a field goal yet this season. Wood, pressure. Wood throws. Ooh! Angle was right there for a potential interception, incomplete with 12 seconds left in this opening half.
Yeah, under pressure that time. Coming off the defensive end position. I'm not really sure who the responsibility is on this. But again, they just kind of turned coverage loose. And that was Myers over on that side.
All right, 2nd and 10. And they set up the bubble screen to Clump. Running room, and now Valle will burn their final timeout, and they will face a 3rd and 5 from the Hornets 34 with just 5 seconds left, and barring a defensive penalty here in the first half.
Yeah, Derek Hughes, number 30. Tell you what, they put him out there at that defensive end position. That's tough for Meyer, number left tackle, number 70. Go one-on-one against him, and Hughes able to just kind of run around and use that speed and athleticism, create pressure.
I think you make a great point, though, Richard, is not seeing Fowler involved as much in the passing game, especially the success he has running the ball. It's not like he has to run some long, deep 12, 15-yard routes.
Well, again, in the design quarterback rollouts, if you're going to run that waggle, give you a quarterback not only a deep route, but an underneath route. And again, if the linebackers are going to drop in the coverage, get in the throwing lanes, get it to Fowler. Let him get moving north and south. I mean, you've seen how he can make people miss. He's got a second gear in him.
It's essentially another running play.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. Extended handoff.
All right, 5 seconds left. Valle out of timeouts. 3rd and 5 from the Hornets 34. They bring 3. Wood unloads it.
Hail Mary.
And it's knocked down by Devin Hughes, incomplete. And that will do it for the opening half of play here at the Edward Jones Dome.
Man, Devin Hughes, nice job of going up here on the ball. And instead of trying to make the interception, just knock it down. That's what you want to see. You see at so many levels, people try to make the interception, they tip it, and it ends up being a completion or a touchdown. Knock it down, take it down. Good job defensively by Hughes that time in coverage.
Both these teams well coached. That's why they are in the state title game. Valle Catholic leads it 21-14. And let's go down to the field. Jim Powers is with Judd Nager.
Thanks so much, Scott. First off, Coach, you got to be really happy with how your offense is moving the ball against a very stingy Penney defense.
You know, we're doing a good job on that side of the football, but we're going to have to get their base stuff stopped, or it's going to be really long, a second half. So we got to get some things worked out there.
Real quick, what do you tell your defense going against Finch, who's really made a couple plays here in the second quarter?
We got to play downhill. We got to play downhill. I think on that side of the ball, we're letting them take the fight to us, and we need to take the fight to them on that side of the ball.
Outstanding, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Okay,
back up to you guys.
Coach Jim, thanks so much. 24 minutes in the books here at the Edward Jones Dome. Valle struck first, and they lead it at the half by 7. Halftime show coming up next here from downtown St. Louis.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around?
That's why we present people with options to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
Hey. It's a new Mays record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Welcome back to the Edward Jones Dome here in downtown St. Louis. I'm Jim Powers, and it's the halftime show. Valle Catholic leads Penney 21-14, and joining us here is one of our great sponsors with the Missouri State High School Activities Association, Jeff Okenfuss, and Jeff from Farmers Insurance. You're a Valle Catholic guy. You're from down in the St. Jen area. What does it mean for Farmers Insurance to be a part of the state championships, not only in football, but in all sports?
It's a great partnership with MSHSAA. Anytime we have a chance to get back to the community, we love to take advantage of it. Many of the people in the stands here, many of the kids on this field are clients of ours, and you know, they're our bosses. Without them, we don't have jobs. So anytime we have a chance to be involved with the community, we love to take a part of it. So.
And you guys at Farmers Insurance have a lot of community initiatives that you're doing, not only down in the St. Genevieve area, but all around the state of Missouri and the country. What are some of those things that you guys really are keying on in the communities?
You know, one of the big things, Farmers for the last, 8 to 10 years, as long as I've been with Farmers, is we have different groups in the community we try to work with: police officers, firefighters, first responders, hospital workers, teachers. We do a lot with those organizations, and this is just another avenue for us to get involved with the community and to give back in any way we can. So.
Absolutely. And Dr. Kerwin Erhan, the Executive Director of the Missouri State High School Activities Association, and obviously great sponsors like Farmers Insurance. Without them, you guys could not do half the things that you do.
We could not, and we really appreciate Farmers and what they've given to, not only to us, but to the kids in the state of Missouri. You know, high school sports is community, and Farmers has made a commitment to community. They made a commitment to the kids throughout the state of Missouri, and we're very appreciative of those things because we couldn't do the programs that we have if it wouldn't be for people like this and then with Farmers.
You know, no doubt about it, and not only on the football side, but they are a big sponsor of all the state championships across the board, not only here in St. Louis, but also down in the St. John area, down at Cape Girardeau with volleyball, baseball. It's really neat to have them on board.
They're across the board. They are our number one sponsor for our association, and they're at all of our championships. Basketball, wrestling, and swimming are coming up, girls swimming, in this winter season, and in the spring, they'll be at our track, our baseball, all the way throughout the state. And so we just really appreciate that opportunity to work with Farmers and be a partner with them and everything they do for us.
Now, Jeff, you're a Valley Catholic guy.
I am.
Can they hold on?
I think so. We're going to come out strong in the second half, so go Warriors.
If you're Coach Nager, what do you tell the boys at the half?
He's got it under control. I have nothing I can tell him, so.
No doubt about it. Jeff, thanks so much for stopping by. Dr. Erhan, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks a lot.
Jeff Okenfuss and also Dr. Kerwin Erhan from the Missouri State High School Activities Association. The halftime show continues right here at the Edward Jones Dome. Right after this, it's Show Me Bowl 2012.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No.
Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around.
That's why we present people with options to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
It's a new Mays record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
I just coming back here to Val Catholic and Penney at halftime. Val Catholic on top, 21-14. I expected to see some rushing, and we're getting it on both sides here. Tremendous in terms of Penney getting a turnover, putting 7 on the board right before the end of the half. And let's take a look at the 3A game earlier today. We saw some tremendous running too. Zeke Elliott running the football. McMahon. Here's Brendan Steens, number 39, doing a nice job, carrying the football. And here he is, Zeke Elliott. You talk about somebody who can change direction on this one, Scotty. I'll tell you what, number 2 going to Ohio State. He is something special. And then how about this sophomore, McMahon? You talk about a guy with 4.4 speed. What did mom and dad give him for breakfast in the morning? Simply lights out performance on his part. And against Steen, I'll tell you what, the way they run, the power, and then this guy, he's got a compass or a GPS system. What's the cut on this play coming back inside? 4 people he runs by, a special player, and then here he learns on the goal line, trucking people, get both hands around the ball, don't have a fumble. And I talked about this kid right here, Jonathan Baker. He would be the difference. He was throwing the ball, and at the end when they needed that final touchdown, he got it done.
5 records broken in that game, 4 team records, and Elliott with 419 all-purpose yards, the most all-time in Show Me Bowl history. They were racking up the yards. in that Class 3 championship. Of course, tonight we've got one more in our triple header, actually quadruple header with the 8-man earlier today as Kirkwood. They're a machine, the Pioneers, taking on Fort Osage, who's had a terrific 2012 campaign.
Yeah, Fort Osage, Stephen McBee at the quarterback position, and then for Kirkwood, it's the magician, Jordan Bishop at quarterback. Absolutely phenomenal last year in the game against Staley. I tell you what, these two guys, don't blink when you watch that game. We think we've seen speed now in the first two games. These guys going to feel it's going to be a track meet.
Pioneers trying to redeem themselves here this season. We're at the half here in our Class 1 championship game. Valle High School up 21-14 at the break. Halftime of our Class 1 championship game here from the Edward Jones Dome in downtown St. Louis. It's a 7-point lead for the Warriors as they lead the Penney Hornets here at the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. Well, of course, not only football, but a lot of championships in the state of Missouri in the fall, including the women's team tennis in the state of Missouri here in 2012. And we take a look at the state championship for the women's tennis in the state of Missouri, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association, and the playoffs in the women's tennis.
In Class 1 girls team tennis, Barstow had in their possession Elena Fry, the Missouri State High School Activities Association singles champion, while Visitation Academy had the doubles champions of Jocelyn Kester and Brianna Menelissino when the two teams faced off for the team title. Visitation Academy was shooting for their third straight team title. Fry would face Kester in a singles matchup, with Kester winning in straight sets 6-3, 6-3.
It's my senior year, so I'm hoping everybody's put in the work, so we're hoping that we can take it home.
Barstow posted their first win when Catherine Lundgren won a three-set battle 6-3, 4-6, 6-4. Stephanie Fortune of Visitation won her match 6-3, 6-2. Brianna Menelissino notched another win for Visitation with a 6-2, 6-7, 7-5 victory. Jana Heichel would win her match for Visitation 6-1, 6-2.
Pretty awesome. I mean, we didn't know if we would get this far, and it's amazing to know that we're that close to winning 3 state champions in a row.
Marielle Newell would make it 5 wins for Visitation with a 3-set victory, 6-1, 3-6, 6-1, giving Visitation Academy its 3rd consecutive team title.
We really wanted to win the state because it's a three-peat for our seniors, and they're really important to our team. They're great teammates. They helped me when I was a freshman. Wanted to win it for them.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we could all do it. We had 4 seniors in the top 4, and we all won. And I'm just really, really happy that we pulled it out in singles.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to Visitation. Stick around. More of our halftime show from the Edward Jones Dome continues.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute.
So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around.
That's why we present people with options to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
It's a new Maze record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Welcome back. Show Me Bowl 2012 from the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis, Missouri at the half of the Class 1 state title game. Valley Catholic looking for their 12th title. They lead of 21-14. Richard Baldinger and Scott Warman back with you. Great to have you alongside in this long day of football, especially for Baldy. He's got all the championship games for you, but he enjoys it.
I'll tell you what, those chips look real good. We can get this over. I'm about to make a visit down there.
Well, last year, folks, I only did the morning game on Saturday, and Baldy was already losing his voice. He's got another day, so we're going to try to keep you
Try to conserve my energy here right now.
And that's hard to do for Baldy, folks. Trust me, I've worked with Baldy for a long time. Let's talk about this Class 1 championship. Not surprised. A lot of yards and a lot of points already put on the board. 35 points and over 400 yards of total offense.
Yeah, and we talked about the running game and the stand-up. Both these running backs, ability, Fowler and Hughes, both have the ability outside. You see the strength, and just take a look at some of the runs here by Fowler from the first half. And again, I wanted to see him run. I've seen the stats, but here coming in, here's the delivers the ball on the outside, abused initially by Wood. That's the clump. We just take a look at some scoring plays, but here's Fowler. Look at all the missed tackles. I mean, if you don't get three guys around them, you're not going to arm tackle number 17. I said you got to circle him. And there's Hughes. They're coming inside. Good job up front by the mass of humanity with that split T, getting some push up front. And here's Valle again. Look at the vision and the change of direction. He talked about it in the offseason, working on things like that, and it's shown up from the field. And here's Overstreet hitting in an overdrive and a little razzle-dazzle play for a touchdown because of a turnover.
Right.
Here. And again, I talked in the first game, saw turnovers and penalties costly for JBS. Let's see if it happens here in this game here in terms of for Val Catholic.
Well, Val Catholic really had control of the first quarter. If you remember, they led 14-0, and then Penney all of a sudden seemed to wake up after the opening 12 minutes of play. Really played very well in the second quarter, and as you mentioned, taking advantage of that turnover and getting 7 points and only down by 7.
Well, the one thing, whenever you have a rushing attack in your team, your offense is building rushing attack, a lot of times it just takes a few series to get things going. You can practice things all you do every week, but every time you get in the game, it doesn't quite happen like the coach says. There's a little slant, there's a little angle charge. So again, you got to kind of get in cooperation with your buddy next to, okay, this is how we're going to handle this play and that play. And you saw Penney, all of a sudden they got on a roll here. And again, as we saw Coach Judd Nager at the end of the first half, he said, physically, we've got to play better on that side of the ball because right now their defense taking it on the chin.
Ballard has finished up the first half with 117 yards on the ground. Meanwhile, Hughes, Derek Hughes that is, has 106 yards on the ground. I know it's next to impossible to try to stop these two great running backs, but what do you think the two teams have to do a little bit differently to try to at least contain these two great backs?
Well, first of all, for Val Catholic, I think you're going to have to go with that 5 defensive linemen up front, and you're going to have to do a better job of getting into the gaps, especially where there's the overload side. You're going to movement and create some penetration. Because right now, if you sit there and try to read those double teams, they're getting knocked off the ball. We showed McClure many a times just getting rolled out. So they got to do a better job. On the other side for Penney, I just think we've got to do a better job in terms of tackling. They didn't do a very good job in the first quarters. We saw Fowler just running through arm tackles. he has changed your direction and power, which that tells me you better wrap up. Yep. You better, Marty Schottenheim used to tell us, I want 5 guys to hit that guy when he hits the line of scrimmage. That's what you got to see for Val Catholic if they want to stop, for Penney on defense, if they want to stop fouling.
We saw some of the girls' tennis and the championships from the higher classes earlier. Let's take a look at the Class 2 girls' championships from the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Risa Takanaka of Francis Howell North won the Class 2 singles championship in straight sets 6-2, 6-2. The individual doubles champions, Sophia Farid and Phoebe Boshin of Rockbridge, were on hand against St. Joseph's Academy for the Class 2 team championship. Rockbridge freshman Hannah Poole would notch a win for the defending state champions 6-4, 6-3. St. Joseph's Academy sophomore Ellie Helton would win 6-4, 6-2. Olivia Conway, a sophomore from St. Joseph's Academy, won 6-1. Grace Hyde, a senior, gave St. Joseph's Academy a 3-1 lead with a 6-3, 6-2 win. St. Joseph's Academy senior Taylor Revling faced off against Sophia Farid. Revling would win in straight sets 6-love, 6-4.
We've all gotten much closer, and our coaches, they're awesome, and it's just been a great senior year for me.
St. Joseph's Academy senior Ellie Bissig won her first set 6-4 before dropping her second set 5-7 to Maddie Kaiser. Third set 6-2, giving St. Joseph's a 5-1 win. St. Joseph's ended their season at 17-0. The Class 1 team champions, Visitation Academy, ended their season 19-1. St. Joseph's was the only team to defeat them on their way to the Class 2 team championship.
It's really exciting. You always think you're gonna have to play doubles, and then when you clinch a match, it's really exciting. It's just kind of relieving at the same time, but it just shows how strong our team is that we were able to win 5 singles matches out of the 6 that we need to win each time.
We've been here many times before, but this was a special one this time because it's been the past 3 years we haven't even been here because Ladue knocked our own district, and finally we're back, and it feels let's just say, I don't want to use the famous word that we always hear all the time, I'm surreal. It's not really surreal, but it sure does feel real. It's loving it.
It's really exciting. It's really emotional. It's a good feeling. It's hard to describe, but it's good.
The girls just fought their hearts out every time, every match. It was like they were just on a mission.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the champions in the fall here in the state of Missouri. Stick around. Second half of the Class 1 state title game at Show Me Bowl 2012 comes your way now.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around?
That's why we present people with options, to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
Hey. The new Mays record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Richard Baldinger, Jim Powers, and our entire Niles Media Group crew. Scott Warman, great to have you back. Show Me Bowl 2012 here at the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. As you see our score at the half of the Class 1 state title game, Valley Catholic looking for their 12th title. They're already the leader with 11 state titles and from St. Genevieve. Let's take a look at the first half stats, Baldy, and they're brought to you by Bomarito Automotive.
Yeah, you see Penney, they had to get going here in the second quarter, up to 153 yards rushing, Val Catholic 175, but they got the passing yards, so they're ahead right now in that. But the turnover in the second quarter is what's allowed this game to stay close. See the penalties, time of possession pretty much the same. Third down conversions got better for Penney in the second quarter, but you turn the football over, you allow your opponent that extra time. Remember, they had the 3 and stop, got that, went right down the field and score. So again, you do so much defensively, you give it right back to your buddy, your opponent. They score, so it kind of took the wins out of some things. So what does Val Catholic got to do? They got to come out in this half, I think, put a score right on the board.
I'll be intrigued to see what Coach Nager does offensively in this second half of play for Val Catholic. While they are so successful running the football, Nolan Wood has shown us that he's got a pretty good right arm there. I'd be interested to see if maybe they want to try to go up top maybe a little bit more to try to keep the Hornets defense on their heels, so to speak.
Well, also too on the other side of the ball right now, defensively, if they can't improve, it's going to be a long second half for them. Penney took it to them, and physically they've just destroyed him up in the trenches. So he was right at the end of the half. I mean, you got to change your style of play, you got to raise your level of play, you got to change your attitude, because it's all about who's. And right now Penney is doing the job. So you see offensively for them, maybe get them out of their running game or stop it. They don't have a lot in terms of passing game. So what do they do here? Start the second half.
Richard, let's go down the field level and check in with Jim Powers. Jimmy.
Thanks so much, Scott. Had a chance to talk to Coach Fairchild a moment ago, and he's very happy with how his kids are playing right now, but he said Valley Catholic is just doing a few things differently that they hadn't seen, and so they took a little bit of halftime and making some adjustments and trying to figure a few things out. But then he had a chance to talk about his sophomore quarterback, and he says Drew is such a heady kid. It was a great play and a big momentum turn when he was able to get that turnover and get the lead down to 21-14. So, very upbeat in the locker room, he said. They know they've got a lot of work to do, but the bottom line is if they can figure a few things out, he loves their chances in the second half.
Jim, great stuff. Thanks. And good news for the Penney High School folks as they will get set to receive this kickoff and have the opening possession of this second half down by a score.
I want to see what they can do against this split team. Right now, the guys, especially their defensive tackles, they couldn't handle the double teams most of the time. Getting washed out, linebackers don't have a chance, so do they do some angle charges? Do they put more men in the gaps? Do they run some blitzes or something to try to change that dynamic? Because right now, Penney, that's a machine. Diesel's going forward, can't slow it up.
Will Overstreet had an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown last week. This is a squib kick. They're taking it away from Will and at the 35-yard line by Keithan Litton.
Yeah, Litton, the linebacker, and again, here we go. And up front, talked about Lapiano, talked about Angle. 150-siders, the center. I mean, these guys up front, they were mowing some people down.
Coach Fairchild,
he wants to win here.
Yeah, Coach Fairchild, Richard, in the first half, 29 plays, 26 of those on the ground. Overstreet wrapped up for a gain of 2 in on the stop. It's number 55, Ethan Follett.
Damn. Overstreet that time, a little sidestep. The line of scrimmage, able to get a few yards. You thought it was stopped. Still got some penetration. But again, just running backs in all games here. Really know how to tote the rock.
Throwing on second down, Overstreet with the catch and the first down into Valley territory. Finally wrestled by Nolan Wood out of bounds at the Warrior 46.
Yeah, exactly right. Not the best throw in the world. But I tell you what, on this play, I thought Tyler Follett was going to light him up. Look at Overstreet, this little bloop, and right there, Follett actually gets cut off by Clump. But you're right, Wood's able to make the tackle on that one. So, again, nice job on the rollout. That's the answer they have. If you're going to stop our running game, we're going to go play action.
17 yards on the pass phone. Hughes won't go down, eventually does as he's swarmed by Jesse Meyer and company.
When Jesse Meyer, I tell you what, Jesse Meyer wraps you up. You don't see anything but a 70. Take a look at him at the inside linebacker position. He just flows to the ball. And I don't know how you can miss number 70 on your blocks. He sidesteps and they try to come through with the center on that one. Excuse me, number 60 on that play for the guard. Elliott, no chance on the block.
8 tackles this evening, 1 for a loss. 2nd and 11. Derek Hughes runs into his own man, still won't go down, and Roth and McClure finally wrestle him to the ground. I like the effort there.
Yeah, but what you're seeing right now, nice angle charge, and that was led by 55 Jacob Angle on terms of this one. Excuse me, on that one, number 55 coming across the defense on that. Fallett, and he's the one who gets across, gets his hand in on that play. So good defensively. There's the adjustment right now. Minimize the gain. So you're seeing some blitzes, some angle charges, helping stop the run.
Hornets 50% on 3rd down conversions. This is a 3rd and 9. Throwing, Overstreet, catches it, another 1st down, and he drags Roth to the 23-yard line.
Carried him in his back pocket. Integration this time by Hughes. He's the one who makes the block on the outside. He comes in motion and picks up the blitz. Here comes your quarterback, Drew Finch, coming back, throwing backside. And again, they found the mismatch on the outside. 29, Kellen Overstreet, finding some time, makes the catch.
22 yards on the reception, about 17 or 18 of those yards after catch. From the 24 of the Warriors.
What a finish.
Hughes power running between the tackles inside the 20 down to the 19.
And again, that's a nice job at that time. Again, with just some power running, finish, stop for no gain. Dylan Walker's right in the middle of that mess. But again, the feet, the leg drive by Penney. Able to get positive yards on the play.
5 yards, as a matter of fact, on that 1st down run. In the red zone are the Hornets, down by 7. 9 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Derek Hughes.
Yeah, good charge that time.
And he'll power his way just before the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Nicholas Friend at the nose tackle position, 6'1". Few bills. Again, you're seeing some angle charges up front, trying to limit some of those gains, running on both sides. That time, Derek Hughes toting the rock, 22 rushes, 106 yards, but how many of those yards are after contact?
Yeah.
He's been stopped, it looks like for no gain, continues going forward.
On 3rd and 1, Derek Hughes. Ooh, he's going to be close. Good surge by the defense for the Warriors.
Tell you what, following the train on this one, behind Overstreet. Also, too, Derek Hughes, watch this run. Going through the hole. Devin Hughes, Overstreet. I mean, there's a few bodies in front of you on that one. The 1st down, got to be able to. You got about barely made it, but Myers right in the middle again, number 70. His 70's getting smaller, I think, as the game goes on.
He's been out there quite a bit. 9th play of the drive. Devin Hughes breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, touchdown, Hornets!
He just absolutely pancaked Meyer on this run. Absolutely ran over the monster in the middle. Watch Derek Hughes on this run here. Meyer has the chance, but again, you got a sustained block there by number 60. Doesn't make it. Trevor Elliott, that's the way to finish. But Hughes, you can hear the contact all the way up here in the booth.
This is good. 7:56 left here in the 3rd quarter, and the Penney Hornets have rolled to tie this one at 21 after this touchdown run by Devin Hughes.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Baldinger, we talked about only one passing yard for the Hornets in the first half. 2 big pass plays set up the winning touchdown run to tie it here in the third.
Yeah, Drew Finch doing a nice job throwing the football to Kellen Overstreet, and that's exactly what they've got. You see the flow of the defense now. They have some charges to strength, so that leaves Overstreet open, and then they ran this counter play at the end. Great block on that by Elliott, pulling, sustained the block. Meyer took the beating on that play. Derek Hughes continued into the end zone for another 7.
9 plays, 65 yards. 4:04 elapsed on the clock. And we're tied at 21. Now Klump on the return. Remember, he fumbled a punt return, and now Lapiana is going to be called for a face mask on the return by Trevor Klump to the Valley 34.
Yeah, I think Klump's head ended up over at the arch on that one. And that head spin around. It was the Exorcist again. Costly penalty. Now you're going almost out to midfield. Lapiano does the kickoff downfield. He's upset. There's Klump pointing out his blocks. And here we go. Rush around and that neck, I'll tell you what, tomorrow morning.
Against the kicking team. 15 yards, first down.
A few cracks of the vertebrae.
Matt knows he's upset with himself. Both teams have started their drives from their own 31 in the first half, and great field position to start here in the second half on the first possession of this second half for the Warriors from their own 49. We're now tied at 21 in this class title game.
They run inside.
Valle,
yep.
It's a big chunky yardage. He'll get 9 on that first yard total. Let's go down to the field and check in with Jim Powers again. Jimmy.
Thanks so much, Scott. One of the big things in playing in the, and you guys know as well as I do in traveling, going to a lot of domes, it gets really loud. Well, Valley Catholic is used to this, so what they've done is they pipe in music. They get the speakers blaring, and they've changed up some of their signals and flashcards so that they make getting the plays in easier and more effective to combat the loud atmosphere that's here at the Dome.
Fowler will get the 2 yards for the first down as Jake Engel on the stop, and that is Engel's 9th tackle of the evening.
And you see them right now, the formation, they have twins to both sides, spreading it out, and they feel like right now they got the numbers in the block. They can get some one-on-one sustained up front. That's why they continue to feed Fowler on this little zone read. Just go ahead and the shotgun spread, little underneath handoff. Zone blocking inside. Wow, what a change.
Nice cut, yes. Beautiful to get 4 yards on the first down carry.
There's that angle who came on the blitz, number 55.
I think so, Richard.
And how about Fowler stopping on a dime?
He did.
A little stutter step. Engel's picking up his shoes and everything else right now after that cut. He lost it all.
Wood on 2nd and 6, throws open, rocked wide open and just missed. Wood to Roth.
And Wood just running on this one. He just wanted to run. Roth, on this, was staying with the skinny post, and on that play, Wood thought he was going to run the regular post. That's why the play wasn't completed. Nice toss, but again, quarterback, wide receiver not on the same page.
Warriors 6 of 8 on third down conversions. This is a 3rd and 6. Roth on his first carry of the afternoon. Great pursuit by the Penney defense to wrap him up for only a 1-yard gain.
How about that open tackle by Overstreet?
Fantastic.
Yeah, and they lost contain on that play. Number 42, Kobe Reeder on the outside. He loses contain. And there's Roth on just the end around. But Overstreet, good job of breaking down, making the tackle.
All right, our first 4th down conversion, it looks like here.
4th down try.
4th and Nolan Wood and the Warriors offense from the Hornets 35, tied at 21. Under 6 minutes left in this third quarter of play. There you see the play getting flashed in. Wood up top again, throws complete. The Jokers, but short of the first down, and the Hornets stop the Warriors.
Yeah, you can't throw that. I'm not understanding that route by Jokers. It was a nice catch, but you got to know where the first down marker is. Quarterback just threw this ball too soon, And again, the tackle sitting in place that time, Jalen Richmond. But a good job in terms of him of putting his feet and not allowing that receiver to push him past the first down marker. Now the ball turns over to Penney. He maybe should have gone left side. He had time. I think he rushed the throw too quick.
Hornets have never had a lead in this game.
5 men down in the line of scrimmage now.
From their own 31 on first down, Overstreet. Spinning off some tacklers. Breaking loose. Gets into Valle territory. Penney take it to the house. Touchdown Hornets. Their first lead.
Wood had the tackle. Oh my, how many people missed Dylan Wolf? They had him stopped in the backfield. But the whirling dervish, Overstreet, finds a way. Take a look, this is miscommunication, but stop. Excuse me, look at the missed tackles. And again, they had it stopped in the backfield. You had all the misdirection. The keys were read well by Val, except they did the wrong one missed key. They didn't tackle.
How many times have we seen running backs for both sides just busting tackles loose? Their second and third efforts. Unbelievable. Appiana for the extra point. 69-yard run by Overstreet, and just like that, Penney has their first lead at 28-21.
Yeah, here it is. Wouldn't be denied. There's the leg drive, the motor going. And Overstreet in overdrive. Another 7 on the board for Penney.
Thanks. Just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around?
That's why we present people with options to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
It's a new Maze record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Baldinger, their state one title game here, where Penney leads at 27-21 here with 5:28 left in the third quarter. And Overstreet with the 68-yard touchdown run after they stopped him on downs.
He ran through the Great Wall of China.
He did. There was, I mean, he must have broken, what, 3-4 tackles at minimum.
They had him stopped.
Pollard on the return as a whole, and he'll make his way to the 49-yard line. Let's go back to that 68-yard touchdown.
Yeah, Kellen Overstreet here in the backfield. There's the misdirection. They run the counter. They've got it stopped. They've got him wrapped up. Now count how many people are on the ground for Val Catholic. Overstreet wouldn't be denied, but again, there's the balance and the spin. People coming up, going to lay the shoulder on, but not wrapping their arms around them. Kellen Overstreet, the strength of Superman.
5 total yards here.
You look like you in the weight room, buddy.
Yeah, right. After the 29-yard kickoff return, Pollard will get the first down carry into Penney territory.
Second time, great field position here. The last drive couldn't get anything done, but as me and you were talking off the air, it seems like if you go back to that second quarter, that fumble Penney scored, seems like Val Catholic's just been out of sync. They've had some field position, but haven't been able to do anything with it.
And again, if you go back, it was a 14-0 lead for the Warriors. They scored on their first 2 possessions, and we were telling the guys on the truck, we were thinking maybe this could be a blowout. Penney has not given up. How about your boy Matt Lapiano with the wrap-up on Wood?
Lapiano, wow. closed the door on that one.
Let's go downstairs and check in with Jim Powers. Jimmy.
Thanks so much, Scott. Nolan Wood is going to be a very big key for Valley Catholic here in the last part of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. He came in relief last year when their quarterback got injured, did a fantastic job. In the semifinal game last weekend, he rushed for over 220 yards. So they are going to rely on him not only throwing the ball, but also using his feet to get Valley Catholic back into this ball game.
Thank you, Jimmy. Trevor Klump climbing the ladder to make that grab from the pass from Nolan. Good enough for a first down.
And that's what you're going to continue to do, just to work the edges. Those linebackers are going to eventually work out, try to get in the throwing lanes. And guess who's going to come heading downfield? Number 17, Fowler. That time, yeah.
Great job defensively. And that time, Fowler is wrapped up after a 1-yard gain.
Trevor Elliott, nice job of staying square. And again, reading, here you can see the stick, but that's the way to bend your knees and wrap up. Here's Fowler, little zone read. It's a give. Go ahead, but nice job by Elliott. Knowing his responsibility, he's got the running back on that. Not over pursuing, no cutback lane. Close the door, play over. Counter.
Tripped up. There it is. Trevor Elliott once again, the senior defensive end, making 2 consecutive tackles. That's a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, they could come back with the counter play this time. And again, Elliott using and getting underneath the pulling guard that time. Trey McClure. Got to make sure when you pull, no finesse, be physical, get control of that defensive end.
3rd and 11.
There's a rollout.
Wood. Time. Throws deep. Roth hits the catch and the touchdown for Valley Catholic.
How about
40 yards.
How about extending your arms from fingertips, extending the fingertips? And the catch.
That play was almost like in slow motion, wasn't it, Paul?
The ball was just hanging in the air. Wood just rolling to his left, just lobs a moonshot. And Rob comes down with the catch, beats Overstreet. And that's because he extends his arms, he can make the catch. If he doesn't, he hits his body, Overstreet strips him.
Now for the all-important extra points.
I tell you what, you think the momentum changes and it comes right back to you.
Exactly. Gets it.
I tell you what, Nolan Wood. He didn't look like Nolan Ryan throwing this one.
No, he didn't.
But I love the way he
like
competes.
R.A. Dickey with the knuckleball.
Again, it's just like a design waggle play in the rollout. Doesn't really get a chance to set his feet, but a nice spiral. But again, they lost Roth in the backside of the secondary. And again, they came up and turned on that play. Sitting on Bassler, they lose Roth on the backside. But again, Roth makes that catch because he extends his arm. If he doesn't, on that one, the ball gets stripped.
And when you look at it from the Penney side, you see that replay, Overstreet was actually going for the pick.
Exactly.
If he doesn't go for the pick, and maybe a pass to Finn, I don't think they have a touchdown.
No, exactly, makes the tackle. But again, if you receive, you do the right fundamentals, now you get a defensive back. Instead of doing the right thing or going for the tackle, they can't do it. And guess what? Touchdown going the other way.
I'll tell you what, the Warriors answer right back to make the score 28-27 with the all-important extra point. That was a 6-play, 50-yard drive that just took 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Well, protect the football, number 2. You've got to make plays. You've got to be the leader. You've got to make something dynamic happen. Mr. Wood does it on that play.
Hampton on the return, outside, and he'll go out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Whistle blown dead at the 40-yard line, a 21-yard return. Folks, are you saving as much money as you could on your insurance? See how your knowledgeable local farmer's agent can save you money. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit We Are Insurance. We are farmers.
I think you might want to find number 29, Kellen Overstreet, and circle his number because they have used him well in the second half. Those motions, getting out the backside, working the other way from the defense, and getting in the open field, making the catches. Here it is, a split T. Motion again.
That's Overstreet. Devin Hughes this time, who has a touchdown run, will carry tacklers with him to the 44 for a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, but even though Brian Vessel, he doesn't make this tackle, Hughes is going to run all the way on this one. And Devin Hughes, I mean, almost breaks that tackle. Vessel left part of his knee pads on the ground after that drag so far.
Second and 6 for the Hornets, down by a point at 28-27. And they have come storming back into this one. And let's go down to the sidelines and get an injury update with Jim Powers. Jim.
Thanks so much, Scott. For Penney, number 42, Colby Reeder, came off the field during that last defensive series with an apparent right arm injury, Had a big brace on there. They retaped it, got it firmed up. Looks like he's going to be able to go as he puts his helmet back on. He wants to get back out there and help his teammates.
All right, Jim, thanks so much. And I know talking to Coach Fairchild this week, all-important player on both his offensive. All right, 3rd and 3 for the Hornets.
Where do you think this ball is going?
In the air. Downfield, Overstreet, open catch! Touchdown, Hornets!
Lined up in that H-back formation. And I'll tell you what, they thought it was going to be the runoff tackle, the play action. Wood gets caught looking in the backfield. And Overstreet again, here he just releases out of the backfield. And again, that's just a great route on the post that time. Got Wood turned to one side, couldn't open up his hips, come back pattern. Nice throw that time again by Finch. Putting some air underneath the ball, touchdown on the play.
Got a shot at Kellen Overstreet. This young man, as we talked about for Coach Fairchild, he's talking over with his quarterback, Drew Finch. Not only put on a performance special teams defensively and offensively in their semifinal win against Salisbury last week, he's putting on a show here in the Show Me Bowl.
I'll tell you, Drew Finch, nice job on that throw.
Now they have to go for a 2-point conversion after they missed the extra point on their last offensive touchdown, and now whistles, and I think we have a penalty flag here. I have a delay of game call.
Delay of game, offense, 5 yards, retry.
Clock should have reset. He's saying there was 5 seconds. Officials are saying no, it ran down. I thought it reset, and there should have been 5 seconds still on the clock.
Coach Fairchild is not too happy with that.
No,
call.
he's not. He thought he saw still 5 seconds on the clock. I think he might have a point on this play. Call's been made on the field.
Well, one thing is they have a little bit more room to work with here now as the ball's a conversion.
Good motion here.
Overstreet on the end around. Now he acts like he's going to throw it on the halfback option. And that time Valle did a great job in containment and reading that play. Jesse Meyer on the tackle.
Job staying at home inside out that time. Again, Overstreet just comes in motion, comes back around, quarterback hands it in, but watch Jesse Meyer, again, inside out. Nice job maintaining leverage. He makes the tackle, but the initial touchdown took place because of Overstreet. He's in that H-back out of the split T. Again, I don't know what Wood was looking at. He's matched up one-on-one with them. Kind of goes the wrong way, and Overstreet takes advantage on that great cut move, running the post. Wood couldn't react. Touchdown on the play.
208 total yards for Kellen Overstreet here in this State 1 title game, as you see it there. 91 yards receiving, 117 yards on the ground. He now has over 1,000 yards rushing and over 500 yards receiving in this 2012 campaign. And Overstreet for Coach David Fairchild and the Penney Hornets.
Sophomore. Have we seen some younger players today? McMahon in the first game for Maryville, a sophomore.
Look at how Valley Catholic is littered with juniors. They only have 5 seniors on this team.
Drew Finch, a sophomore.
Yeah.
Where do you think Penny's going to be now?
We'll be back here next year calling the same game potentially between these two teams.
keep all your notes?
Yeah.
Helen Overstreet.
How about the explosive plays, though? 68-yard run, turnaround, 53-yard reception. Leviana on the kickoff and taken to the 44-yard line. Quick reminder, stop by the Bommarito Ford Superstore at 270 and Lindbergh and get a chance to see the all-new Ford Fusion and talk to Tom Bommarito about his recent trip to Richard Petty's home and garage. Bommarito, proud sponsor of high school football all season long on Fox Sports Midwest.
Cal Catholic, great, they've been at midfield all game.
49, 50, and 44, those three possessions in the second half.
What's on the play?
Ballot on first down will carry some tacklers to the 48 for a 4-yard gain. Passing for the Warriors in the first half, 6 of 12 for 7, 2 of 3 for 50 for Warriors.
Watch Ballot run this ball here, and he's on the zone read. And you talk about following the zone block. Watch him finish. Look at the pad level legs again. I'm just amazed his strength on all these schools, smaller schools, the way these running backs, the attitude that they bring when they tote the rock.
That was his 20th carry for 140
There it is.
Now he gets the pitch, puts on the Jets. Can he go all the way? Touchdown! Tyler Fowler, 52 yards, and Valle regains the lead, 34-33.
Momentum changes back. What's your answer when you hit the mat? You got to come back fighting, and Fowler does on the option that time. On the quarterback that time by Wood, pressing the line of scrimmage on this option play. Again, making the linebacker commit. Nobody's there for the pitch because you know why? The stalk block down the field, and that was the difference. Wood on the pitch. Good job of making the defense commit on that play. Number 50 on the outside, Siders. And again, there it is, and that's the difference.
I remember that Class 3 game that you and Neil did earlier today, broke a lot of records. I think those records might get broken before we wrap this one up. We still got another quarter to play. 2-point conversion here for Valle. Wood, pressure, buys time, throws. Oh, Rock can't come up with it. Pass was a little too high by Nolan, and Justin couldn't come down with the ground. Interesting call going for the 2-point conversion, but 3 points there if you get the 2-point conversion.
Exactly. Tyler Fowler, 22 rushes, 192 yards. But I tell you, the quarterback on that play, Nolan Wood, nice job of running the option. Really did a good job of pressing the line of scrimmage. And, that Trevor Elliott at the defensive end position, he had to make the commitment. He takes the quarterback, nobody from inside out for the pitch, and then the stalk block on the outside. Tyler Fowler showed that he's got the power to run in between the tackles, but I'll tell you what, he's got a second gear also, too. Gone for the races.
Well, this is a shootout. Almost looks like the old Greatest Show on Turf days that we're having here in just day one of our Show Me Bowl 2012 from downtown St. Louis. 34-33.
No, I was just going to say, for both teams, quarterback position right now has been very good. Also running back position, but quarterback position, Drew Finch only a sophomore, Nolan Wood, of course, only a junior, so both quarterbacks back, but again, doing a nice job of running the offense, getting people in proper position, making plays.
.51 seconds left in this third quarter, and it has been, needless to say, an exciting third quarter of play. Hampton again on the return. Hampton stays in bounds this time, and he'll rumble his way to the 42-yard line.
One of the goals for Penney was taking care of the kicking game, and they've given Valle, great field position. Val Catholic has taken advantage of that in 2 of the drives for touchdowns. Now they've got good field position. Where do they go with this in terms of they need to get another sustained drive to back on top?
In the playoffs for Fowler, he has 145 carries for 1,565 yards and 24 touchdowns, and we still have a quarter to play here.
Okay, those are some numbers.
It's a season for a lot of people.
A couple seasons.
Overstreet on first down. Nice effort to the 47 for a 4-yard gain.
come back with that little pitch back inside. Again, it looks like the counter, then you come back with a little pitch. Overstreet picks up 5 yards on the play.
Jesse Meyer on the snap. That's his 13th tackle.
Yeah, Drew Finch at the quarterback position, really good athlete in terms of opening up either side, makes that defense commit. Nice job on the pitches and also carrying out the fakes.
On 2nd and 5, Derek Hughes trying to make his way to the 49, and that will do it. 3 quarters in the books of our Class 1 Show Me Bowl 2012. Folks, we got a shootout here. 1 more quarter to play. Right now, Valle looking for their 12th title. They lead it by 1, 34-33.
Show Me Bowl 2012 is brought to you by Farmers Insurance and by the Bommarito Automotive Group.
Night skies falling here in downtown St. Louis as we're getting set for the 4th quarter of play. Class 1 title game and a great one here. Shootout 34-33 at the Edward Jones Dome. Valle Catholic looking for their 11th title. Meanwhile, Penney, who defeated Valle Catholic 4 years ago by 4, trail it by 1 as we head to the 4th quarter of play. 3rd down conversion here for the Penney Hornets from their own 49-yard line. It's a 3rd and 3. They 6 and 9 on 3rd down conversions today. Derek Hughes, 1st down and more. He'll carry tacklers to the Valle 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kellen Overstreet and also Devin Hughes have just done a phenomenal job blocking. But watch it off the point of attack. Watch the Overstreet sustain the block. Devin Hughes on the block downfield on the linebacker Wood that time, safety. And that's what it opened up for Derek. 1st down on the play.
And Derek is in right there in front of the Valle sidelines. In fact, Judd Nager there, the head coach and the training staff for Valle, helping out the folks from Penney before the Hornets training staff can get over and attend to Derek Hughes. And what an incredible day he's had. 27 rushes there you see for 133 yards. He had already over 2,200 yards on the ground before today's game and 37 touchdowns.
Looks like he got his bell rung a little bit. Now with all about concussions, they're going to make sure the young man's okay. You can see he's still a little woozy. I don't know if I want anybody patting me on the head after I just got my bell rung a little bit. I'm alone. But you know what? This Jim Powers about when you practice and play on natural turf, then you've got to come and run on the AstroTurf. It is a change. You've got to pick your feet up a lot more, and the cuts happen a lot quicker. The speed of the game. So they've made the adjustment. See comfort level now at Penney. I don't know if I ever want to play them on the turf. They're pretty quick.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Fairchild on, I believe it was Tuesday, and he said that they were actually going to Columbia, as Jim alluded to, working out at Rockbridge. I think they might have snuck in about an hour's worth of work in the inside indoor facility at Mizzou before they made the trip for the rest of the trip here to St. Louis. And Coach Fairchild, there you see him there with the record of 208 and 78 in his incredible career as the head coach of the Penney Hornets. 1st and 10 after the 9-yard carry by Derek Hughes. We'll keep an eye on him on the Penney sidelines. And his brother Devin is wrapped up for a loss. Back to the 44. Justin Roth and company there with great pursuit.
And Vessel, watch Vessel 81 come up here at the defensive end position. Look at him stuff the fullback. That's what you call contact. And then now your buddies rally to the ball. But it starts with Vessel, number 81. That's the way you meet a fullback coming at you. You hit him right in the kisser. Put him on his rump. Guess what? Play doesn't go anywhere.
Well, you'd imagine you get a good dose of Overstreet out here with Derek Hughes out. But he's already back in. Good to see that.
Good, yes.
He's actually trips to the right side.
Yeah.
Here's Overstreet.
Look at the block.
And a nice open field tackle there made by Tyler Fowler.
Yep, he did.
No gain on that 2nd down run.
Had some penetration initially, and it looked like it slowed up Overstreet just a little bit. Tyler Fowler's able to come up and make the tackle, and here's Derek Hughes back in the game.
3rd and 10 for the Hornets. 7 of 10 on 3rd down convert.
Find Overstreet, number 29. Just hang on to him for dear life.
Play clock down to 2. They just get it off. Overstreet breaking tackles inside the 40, but well short of the 1st down as he'll pick up 5 on the carry.
And just following the block of number 55.
Jacob Engel.
Yeah, Jacob Engel. Almost breaking that. I tell you, Overstreet, when he runs it, I mean, we saw they had him stopped. 4 people had him wrapped up, and he was able to come out of that for what, a 70-yard 68-yard touchdown run. So, number 29, it's never over.
All right, this is a 4th down conversion. This is the first 4th down conversion for Penney here this afternoon. 4th and 5 from the Valle 37. Derek Hughes, the lone setback. Play action. Wide open, complete. Hampton has a 1st down inside the 30 down to the 28.
Yeah, just working against Jared Davis on the outside. They're in a zone defense. Again, no pressure on quarterback. Drew Finch is able to roll out. There's the fake. Now he's got time to stand in the pocket. Excuse me, he does get a little bit from McClure, but still makes the throw. But I would stay in the secondary. Once you sit in the zone, you got to find somebody and go make a play. Waiting. Time completion took place.
Derek Hughes on 1st down. Scrimmage as Jesse Meyer picks up his 13th tackle of the evening. Let's go down to the sidelines and check back in with Jim Powers. Jim.
Thanks so much, Scott. And you were talking a few moments ago about Coach Fairchild. Talking to him the other day, he said, you know what, I've been here so long, I've coached a lot of these kids' fathers. So it just goes to show that a great program, consistency, but also these kids know what they're getting into when they come to play for Coach Fairchild.
It's in the bloodlines, isn't it, Jimmy? Overstreet on a 2nd down carry, trying to carry some tacklers with them. Still won't go down. Finally whistled at a stop at the 26 for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, pulling Trevor Elliott and also Jacob Engel on that counter play. An adjustment, because I'll tell you what here, Val Catholic 2nd half done a better job angling into the strength or the on-balance side of that line. So what's Penney doing? They're coming back with a counter play or maybe just a throw coming out of the backfield. So that time they'll be able to wrap up. But when Overstreet's got that football, don't blink.
That's right.
Don't think, even when the whistle goes off, the play's not over with for him.
81 Brian Vessel's just checked out and gone to the Valle sidelines on this 3rd and 8. Finch gonna pass, pressure, throws, caught! What a catch by Jalen Richmond!
And he's gonna be short on the play. The pressure can foul it from the nose tackle position. Watch him on the burst. He's going to get penetration, works the front side. But here's the throw. Again, just a little lob shot on the outside. And Jalen Richmond just couple each, what was that, about a yard short. Great catch.
4th and 1.
Oh, what a
Hughes, hole, first down, more inside the 10, wrapped up at the 5-yard line. 15 yards on the 4th and 1.
Oh, great. I'll tell you, Matthew Lapiani, look at 77. Look at Elliott, 60. I mean, they just cleared it out. All angle blocks. Way to get your head in front. Got the movement, destroying bodies along the way. Tailback toting the rock. It looks good to me.
Richard, 12th play of the drive coming up here. Hughes again, hole, end zone, touchdown! And the Hornets regain the lead by
5. Give credit to Overstreet. He's made plays, but watch him on the kickout block. Freeze it right here, guys. Look how he seals the inside. Look at Lapiano on the right tackle seal. Elliott, look at this. You want to step in the hole and try to tackle that, folks? A block for his brother, Devin Hughes. It's looking pretty. The machine is rolling, folks. The big diesel rolling down the field. Get out of the way. It's going to trample you.
Now the Hornets look like they want to call a timeout on this 2-point conversion. Remember, they tried that 2-point conversion and it failed. It was a great read, I thought, by Valle. Remember, on that 2-point conversion try, it was Overstreet on the halfback option. Remember, that was the same play they ran to the other side that wound up being Overstreet's first touchdown. Remember that, Richard?
I'm getting confused already. Can we try?
There's so many touchdowns, right? Which touchdown was which, right?
Which game am I at here right now?
Now, Overstreet was in motion and bends around, goes on the end around for the 2-point conversion, tried the halfback option, but it was read beautifully by Valle Catholic, and it was 2-point conversion. Now they'll try one again here as they call a timeout and try to make sure that they have everything in order here. That was a 12-play, 58-yard drive. It took 5:43, and they converted on 2 fourth-down conversions.
Well, I just really like the way at the point of attack everybody sustains and they get proper hat placement. You don't see people falling off blocks late and just falling in and getting a hand and maybe tripping up the back. These guys are getting through the line of scrimmage with gaping holes.
Let's check in with Jim Powers. Jim.
Okay. Time, guys, you know, we talk a lot about defense with these two teams. Valle Catholic only giving up 14 points. Penney only giving up 11 points. It's going to come down to somebody's defense making a stop because these two offenses are just absolutely going nuts right now.
Finch on 2-point conversion, and he's wrapped up. Vessel there, wraps him up, and the lead stays at 5 at 39-34. Take a break here at the Edward Jones Dome. Take a breath. 7:08 left here in the final quarter, Richard.
Some oxygen.
5-point lead here in the Class 1 title game.
Agents, when it comes to insurance, people feel lost.
That's a dead end.
Don't know which way to turn.
Turn around.
That's why we present people with options to help them find coverage that fits their needs.
Almost there.
It's a new Mays record.
Really?
I have no idea. We don't keep track of that kind of stuff.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Show Me Bowl 2012 is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. And by Group.
Richard Baldinger, Jim Powers, and our entire Niles Media Group crew. Scott Warman with you. Great to have you alongside. We got a shootout, folks, here at the Edward Jones Dome in this Class 1 Show Me Bowl title game. 39-34 as the Penney Hornets have regained the lead in their last 6 possessions. Richard Baldinger, 6 touchdowns. That's what I would call efficiency, my friend.
Finishing the drive.
Good kick. Crump from his own 3. It's a head of steam, and he is stopped at his tracks at the 29. 27 yards.
Reader number 42 in on the tackle. He went out actually with the arm, and you like it. They got that thing braced up. Put an aspirin on the side of it. You'll be okay.
Well, let's see what Nolan Wood, Tyler Fowler and company have in store on this drive. Can anyone stop anyone, as Jim Powers just alluded to? Fowler bouncing off his own blockers and tacklers to the 36 for a 7-yard pickup on first down.
So basically what you're saying, if it's anything under a 10-yard gain, it was a bad play,
yes.
right?
That's the way it's been rolling here in the second half, my friend.
Well, I think right now that's probably what they want to do, grind this out. They don't want to move back again.
It's the truth.
Counter play.
Got it. He got it. Outside. Good block. Gets a first down.
Myers.
And Richmond will wrap him up at the 46. 10 yards.
Myers. Watch Myers, the dancing bear, number 70, the left tackle. Watch him pull on this counter, get around the corner. Oh, he's ejecting bodies right off your TV screen. He's underneath the arch.
Forward on first down. I think we've already found our star of the game.
Forget about the running backs and no quarterbacks. Myers just pulling around, just launching people into cyberspace.
There you see what Jesse's done on the defensive side of things. On 2nd and 8, Wood's going to keep it on the option. Then he pitches, and it's going to go out of bounds. And that will move it up to the Penney 49-yard line.
Watch Litton, the linebacker. If we get a chance to get this before the lineup, it's not a hurry up. You talk about making contact in the backfield. Watch the linebacker on the inside. This is how you fill. This is how you take an offensive tackle on 7 yards in the backfield. Shake.
The Penney fans are not happy with the pitch and out of bounds at the 49 because they thought it was a forward lateral.
Yep.
And they're not very happy with the spot on the ball, which gives really Valle an extra yard. And I actually think they have a pretty good beef. All right, 3rd and 4.
Wins.
Wood. Very close to a first down. Good pursuit by Devin Hughes.
You're right, Devin Hughes came up late on that one, but Wood able to get outside. Oh, Wood, I'll tell you what, nice job running with the football that time, knowing where the first down marker is.
Come on, Misha.
Extending the body, laying it out.
And they'll bring the sticks out from the far side of the field and measure this one. Nolan very close to a first down.
That is it's nose on. It's on the
touching the marker. First
He
down.
just gets it. Coming by the nose.
They had to get down and take a look.
Right.
They might need some binoculars to see if that one was a first
Hand him
down.
over, Baldy.
That's it. Right now, I think for Val Catholic, it's just about sustaining a drive. They want to take the time off the clock. Because Penney, they have no answer for him right now. They have an answer defensively for this.
And I think Coach Nager realizes that. We're not seeing Wood go up top. It's Wood and Fowler right now on this possession, just
Pound it
carrying
out.
the ball. Who can wear out the opponent? Pollard's only a couple, Angle and company there to wrap him up.
You see the whirling dervish in the backfield that time by Wood. And that spread look that time. Again, just creating confusion, trying to get somebody out of position. You maybe get a crease with your back coming backside. That time, nice job by Penney staying at home, making the tackle.
2nd and 9. Bigger hole this time for Follett, breaking off tackles and a nice dive inside the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Sean Cook initially on the penetration that time by Penney. And again, Labiano comes in there late on a tackle. But Fowler, we've been talking about this. And you talk about strength running with the football. These kids know what they're about to win.
3rd and 4. Wood on the carry, diving forward. I think this time, Richard, he's going to be about a half-yard shy. I don't think he got it. That was real close, and Follett very slow in getting up after making a blocking play on that run by Nolan Wood.
Yeah, watch Nolan Wood on this run, though. He starts right. It's just a quarterback keeper, but look at the little stutter step and then gets down and extends himself. Not enough for the first down. Stop for 2 yards. Shorter, but again, finding a way.
Under center. Wood finds room. First down and more as they make their first 4th down conversion of the evening. Let's check in with Jim Powers real quickly. Jimmy.
Hey, Scott and Baldy, real quick, you're seeing these guys, they're a little gassed right now. And one of the main reasons is neither one of these teams have been pushed in a game since early October. Valley Catholic lost to Herculaneum by 2. Lawson pushed Penney and only lost by 5. So these two teams have not been in a dogfight like this since early October.
Great point, Jim. Follett on the first down carry only picks up a couple to the Penney 30-yard line. Under 4 minutes left in this 4th quarter of play.
And I know what that feeling is like, that being that gassed. You're doing everything you can. Every year when I was with the Chiefs, we had to go play the Denver Broncos at Mile High, and my buddy next to me, John Alt, would always be screaming, call timeout, and I'd say, why? He goes, I'm tired. So that's a good reason to call timeout. Got to find a way, though. Reach down, get it done.
This is the 11th play of the drive for the Warriors.
Counter play.
Wood. Oh, he's popped. What a hit by Colby Reeder.
And there was some penetration on that counter play initially. Looked like it was going to maybe sneak out, but Colby Reeder from the linebacker position coming across. Watch him finish up. Banging. Woo! Also, Richmond jail.
3rd and 7. Wood. Time. Throws. Open. Incomplete. And Clump was popped after that play by Devin Hughes. Wood also took a shot after throwing that football.
Watch the shot that Wood takes by Cook, number 70. Oh, no, excuse me, that one again. Colby Reeder. And then watch this hit downfield. Cook takes a shot. You don't think these kids are competing right now?
This could be the state championship right here. 4th down, 7.
Got him.
Wood, open, follow, incomplete! Incomplete, no penalty fee. Penney Hornets at 14-0, take over on down.
Yeah, Jalen Richmond that time just bailed out Keithan Litton, the linebacker. Take a look at it here. There's the release out of the backfield, looking for the post pattern. But Jalen Richmond's able to stay at home and comes away with the big hit that time against Tyler Fowler. If he's not there, if he's not on the outside, that's a touchdown play. That's a touchdown. Nice route that time. But again, following up and making a play. Good job there by the linebacker.
4:17 elapsed on that clock on that possession. No points for the Warriors. They do have 3 timeouts remaining, penalty flags on first down for the Hornets.
Tried to go over top that time, couldn't make the completion. Fowler ran a great route. But here in the costly penalty now, 1st and 15.
We haven't seen a lot of penalties.
No, we haven't,
game, Richard.
But right now you can't afford any. It becomes huge in this game.
Dead ball, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
I think the whole right side of Penney High School was offsides on this one.
4th penalty of the game.
About the only way you're going to stop that offense.
I think so.
You got to go get it now.
The Warriors have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. 2:41 left in the 4th. Going up top, Finch, wide open, Overstreet, and he cuts loose. Touchdown, Hornets!
Playing for the run again. And Nolan Wood at the safety position gets caught looking. I'm not sure if he had him in coverage, but again, able to sneak out of the backfield. Kellen Overstreet wide open behind the secondary. And this kid at the quarterback, only a sophomore, Drew Finch, give him the Heisman Trophy Award.
Kellen Overstreet has a 68-yard touchdown run, a 53-yard touchdown reception, and a 75-yard touchdown reception in the second half.
Stats personnel right now is lying out on the nervous break. Nice job on the protection up front. Good job on the outside. Get a little bit of pressure that time coming from number 50 in the middle, Wolf. But again, they just get safety looking for the run, and exactly right on that one. Nolan Wood stepped up. There was the run fake, and Overstreet gets behind coverage. Great job by quarterback delivering the ball over the middle.
Kellen Overstreet, 17 touches, 296 yards, and 4 touchdowns today. Oof. So 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this Class 1 state title game. 12-point lead here for the Hornets.
Yeah, just take a look at it again. I'm going to take with Nolan Wood, the safety. See how he steps up for the run, and he loses exactly on that coverage. 4-2-5. You've got that number inside that 2 receiver. He loses them, and Overstreet again leaves Val Catholic hanging in the wind. Got to know your responsibilities. Got to know your keys and your assignments. You don't do the right thing, and they make you pay. Drew Finch, right on the money.
So Overstreet, 129 yards on the ground, 167 via the air. Up back, takes the kick from Lapiana, and Vessel wrapped up after a 7-yard return to the 42-yard line. I want to let you folks know that Bomarito just completed an all-new 3rd Mazda Retail Revolution. Facility is located in South St. Louis County. The ultimate Zoom experience. Bomarito Automotive Group. Coach Fairchild, 2 minutes and 25 seconds away from another Class 1 state title. Wood on first down. Pressure, throws, intercepted. Guess who? Kellen Overstreet. Why not?
Man, but how about it? I tell you what, give it to Colby. Give a lot of credit to Colby Reeder. Playing with one arm. He was the one who got pressure on the quarterback, Wood, that time. Maybe forced him to throw the ball a little bit sooner and not been able to put enough on that football. It's underthrown, and Overstreet makes the pick. Look at Colby Reeder. He's going to come number 42 from that defensive end position. Gets pressure on the quarterback that time. And again, Wood's not off balance, not able to put the right velocity on the ball. Chain to his left. It's a wounded duck. And Mr. Overstreet is Mr. Michael Jordan going up and stealing that one. Another pick, and not a bad afternoon.
The understatement of the year. Derek Hughes bouncing off tacklers, and he will put the exclamation mark on this one as the Penney Hornets are on the verge of going 15-0 and a Class 1 state title with that 52-yard run.
And one of the reasons why you win these games, not only did they lose the game mentally, Val Catholic, but physically, they could not handle up front. And you saw again Val Catholic and beaten down both mentally and physically. Here, I tell you, the Penney Hornets continue to sting with another touchdown.
Six points. Look at 87. look at it again, Richard?
Oh, it's just off tackle. It's the unbalanced line. Look at the kick-out blocks. Look at the hook block again by Laviano, number 77. Look at people finishing Elliott in the second level. And look at a running back that wouldn't be denied. Again, the balance. Mom's and Dad's got to be happy today, but this is just a team that couldn't tackle very well all day today, Val Catholic. You know why? Because physically, they've been tormented all game. They've been punished up front.
31 carries, 215 yards. There he's at 62, the long there on that touchdown run. Three touchdowns for Derek today as well. That's 8 consecutive drives with touchdowns for the Hornets. And again, remember, they were down 14-0 in the first quarter, Baldy.
And how many arm tackles did they run through? How many yards after contact when you're literally stopped in the middle of the pile and you've been wrapped up and still able to make extra yards? I'll tell you what, number 7.
He's had a long day at the office, hasn't he?
He's played defense, he's played offense. He's been something else.
And short kick, and Valle will take it to the 43-yard line, 8 yards on the return. Well, we had a close one.
How do you lose the game having the ball at midfield on every kick, on every kickoff return?
They have had every possession, Baldy, great point. Every possession, I believe, has started from the 40-yard or beyond mark in the second half. Great point. Well, we had a shootout, a wild one, in our Class 3 championship where Maryville knocked off John Barrows 35-22. And another wild one in a shootout. Intercepted! Intercepted and returned by Keithon Litton.
And how about Devin Hughes on the block? Just rolling over the quarterback, Wood, who's definitely, I'll tell you what, he's in Pluto right now trying to get off the field. Litton, the linebacker, just drops into the throwing lane. Nice job of reading the quarterback eyes. Makes the interception. Now watch Hughes on this one. Get home. You talk about a truck running over somebody. Wow. That's it. Man, I'll tell you what, Wood, he got chopped on that play. Chopped up Wood. Taken out to the woodshed. I'm telling you.
Diana with the extra point. 60-34. Just check with our great statistician here, Aaron Borchard. We have 94 points on the board, which is for somehow, some way, Show Me Bowl record. It's got to be close, I would imagine, my friend.
So. But I will tell you what, last year I saw Val Catholic come here, and I wanted to see their defense. Had heard a lot about it, and I was impressed. And that's why I said, when you come to play them, you're going to get ready to get rocked. Well, let me tell you something. Penney has come out in this game, and since the first quarter, I have not seen many games where physically somebody has just turned this game around, just physically, with some big chunk plays, but also tackling, blocking, and just exerting their will today on Val Catholic.
Baldy brought up the point early in the second half, and I think it holds true. That fumble on the punt return by Trevor, the whole scene of this football game.
Penny was right back in this game. At that moment, they knew they could compete, and they have. And here in the second half, they made some adjustments. Okay, you're going to angle charge to the strength. We're going to go ahead and find Overstreet out of the backfield and some big throws, and then just some big chunk plays over the middle, throwing the football.
On the kickoff, the return by Lauer. And it returns it to the 35-yard line. Let's go back down to the sidelines and check back in again with Jim Powers. Jim.
Thanks so much, guys. And we talked about this a little bit ago, guys, but when you look at the storyline of this game, we really thought the defenses were going to come to shine. 14 points a game given up by Valle, 11 points a game. How many times in a million years would you figure that you're going to see 60 and 34 put up against these two defenses? That is the big storyline in this ball game, and look at what Penney has done in the second half.
Pollard on first down. He gets a huge chunk and fumbles it, and it will go out of bounds. And now he is over 3,000 yards rushing in this 2012 campaign.
Well, I think also it starts with the quarterback position. Sophomore quarterback Drew Finch, how many big throws did he make today over the middle? He didn't have many errant throws, touchdown passes today. So again, you've got to start with at the quarterback position for both. Wood in the fourth quarter was a struggle with the interception. Also defensively he struggled, but Drew Finch, I'll tell you what, he was the difference today for Penney at that quarterback position.
Fowler breaking some tackles, and he'll get 8 yards on the game.
And both teams have competed hard. I mean, they're out, and this is why you're seeing the best right now in Class 1 here in this game. I mean, you're seeing the best in Missouri. You can understand why. But Penney, with that split T, they have no answer for it, Val Catholic, the misdirection in the backfield.
That pick six, they just checked the record books, is a new record for combined points scored by both teams. Previous record was 87. We are at 94. Jokerst on the inside the 20 will get the first down. The 60 points is just short of the state record for a Show Me Bowl championship, which was 64. Cameron did it in the Class 2 championship back in 2005.
I'll tell you what, Penny, I was expecting, I thought with that split T there was a limited amount of plays that came off that, but I got an education today that there's a whole lot that comes out of that offense.
Well, when you have a sophomore quarterback in Finch who's only going to grow, and you have an unbelievable athlete in Overstreet that will single-handedly take over that terrific backfield with the Hughes boys graduating at Penney High School, I think could come back, or he is going to come back with a vengeance again next season.
Well, the thing is, when you run that split T, it's usually because your quarterback's not a very good thrower. Usually your tailbacks are not the best in terms of catching, better more just speed and running. But what you have with Overstreet is a guy who can not only run with the rock, but comes out of the backfield and can make catches. And you got a quarterback who can throw the football. Well, go try to stop that offense.
Exactly. And again, only 5 seniors on this Valley Catholic Warriors team.
So
you got juniors Fowler, you got Wood, you can go up and down the line. This is a team, no doubt, that's going to be eyeing that championship. In fact, when you talk to the folks from St. Genevieve before today's game, they tell you they really didn't think that they were going to even make a state championship game because they only had the 5 seniors. They thought this was going to be kind of a rebuilding process for this junior squad, but the hard work paid off, and they made it the state title. Very good Penney squad here this afternoon. Followed on the option, will get to the 11-yard line.
You give credit where credit is due. Of course, Overstreet makes some great runs, but your quarterback was also able to deliver over the top on how many big touchdown passes in this game. And that changed the whole dimension because now you're physically running the ball down somebody's throat. Well, okay, you're going to stop that, put 8, 9 men in the box. We'll just go over the top of the pass, and you're not expecting a sophomore quarterback to make those throws.
And congratulations to the Penney Hornets. They finished the 2012 campaign as Coach Fairchild's troops finish 15-0, and they take home the Class 1 state title with their victory here today by a score of 60-34 Holy Catholic Warriors squad. There you see Derek Hughes, who left the game for a brief moment after a run, came back in. He had a huge evening running the football for Coach Fairchild's 15-0 Penney Hornets.
Derek, Devin, Kellen, and you just got to love what Kellen could do offensively for you in terms of releasing on a swing pass, be able to go vertical over the top, runs nice routes, soft hands in terms of catching. You like what they do up front. And you got guys over defensively, and that's what I realized as this game went on. We read are just coming out, and you can see the intensity, the hits that were taking place. And, it started right, I thought, from that turnover in the second quarter. Physically up front, they just started mauling people. And Coach Judd Nager said it at halftime, we've got to change the side of the ball. We've got to become more physical. They couldn't do it. They couldn't get it done.
And there you see the champions, the Penney Hornets from Hamilton, Missouri, a northwestern part of the state, as they are the 2012 Class 1 Show Me Bowl champions with the 60-34 win over Valley Catholic here this afternoon from the Edward Jones Dome in downtown St. Louis. What in both of these squads, the numbers that were put up, and we kind of felt that way when we talked about in the outset, when we saw the total yards by these teams, especially on the ground, and the points that they put up. And they put up a great offensive performance here today in this championship.
Really got some people out of position again, because when you're up front and they're just their ability to run so many different plays out of that split T. Got defensively, got Val Catholic out of position, and this young man right there, Drew Finch. Oh, tell you what, does he have a future? Going to get bigger and stronger, and you might see these guys back here a couple more years.
Well, a lot of fingers to point to the success of the Penney's championship here today, especially Kellen Overstreet, as he's with Jim Powers right now. Jimmy.
Thanks so much, guys. And Cullen, what a breakout day for you, the sophomore. 3 just monster plays to get you guys over the hump in the second half.
Yeah, those were great plays from my blockers, too. And Drew put up some really good passes to me, so I'm thankful for that.
What does it mean as a group of sophomores, a bunch of young kids that really don't know any better, to win a state championship, your first one in Class 1?
Oh, it's crazy and real important. We know that we have a good bond, that sophomore class, and so we know that we're going to do well in the next few years, too. So.
Talk a little bit about Coach Fairchild. It's got to be very special playing for a gentleman that's been around for an awfully long time.
Yeah, Coach Fairchild, he pushes you to your limits. You know, you may get angry, but he's doing it because he loves this. So.
Kellen, I think your teammates want to celebrate a little bit. Congratulations on a state championship.
Thank you.
Kellen Overstreet, everybody's going to go celebrate with the Penney Hornets. They are the state champions in Class 1. Let's go back upstairs to Scott Warman and Richard Baldinger.
All right, congratulations to Kellen. An unbelievable performance. 296 total offensive yards with 4 touchdowns on just 17 touches. He had those huge explosive plays, the 68-yard run, the 53-yard touchdown reception, and then the 62-yard touchdown reception, which really sealed the deal.
Yeah, without a doubt. But again, you love the words by the young man, first of all, talking about his blockers up front, and then immediately complimenting his quarterback who made the throws to him down the field. So, again, and also you like to hear what he talked about Coach Fairchild. He might make you mad, but he's going to push it. There's the expectations of Penney are a lot higher than you could ever imagine. So when you come out to play football there, you're going to have to do some special things, and they did that tonight.
Valle Catholic finishes the season with the state title loss in Class 1, 12-3 for Coach Nager's squad, and they have nothing to hang their head about.
No.
They have had a fantastic season. By the way, Tyler Follert finished the 2012 campaign with 3,030 yards and 44 touchdowns.
An impressive runner. Again, I'm getting a chance to see some guys from kids from both sides of the state. Their ability to run with the football, again, commanding performance from both sides. You just happened to work out today for Penney. A little bit better on some of those explosive plays in the second half. And when you can go down the field on big chunk plays like that quick, you can turn profile the game, and that's what happened today for Penney. Once they got up, and then you add that running game with it, whoa, it's lights out.
There you see Coach Fairchild with the Class 1 state title award. When we come back, we'll wrap things up from the Edward Jones Dome. Penney is the Class 1 champions in 2012.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here, Chip. It's up to you.
Back at the Edward Jones Dome and Show Me Bowl 2012, the Class 1 title game in the books. And as you can tell, we had a shootout as the Hornets from Penney High School finished undefeated in 2012 as they win it by a score of 60-34 over the Warriors from Valle Catholic. As we get set for the Class 5 game as Kirkwood will be taking on Fort Osage. Richard Baldinger and Neil Harwell will have the call for you in that Class 5 championship. Welcome back inside the booth here at the Edward Jones Dome. Richard Baldinger and Scott Warman. We're just trying to catch our breath here. Holy smokes. It is a Show Me Bowl record with 94 points combined, but the 60 points for Penney, just 4 points shy. Cameron did it back in 2005 in the Class 2 title game. But again, so many great individual performances, to say the least, for both of these squads.
Yeah, and I just have to start at the quarterback position because we know at all levels, whether it's high school, it starts right there. You got to have that guy who has command and control, maybe not always throwing the football, but first of all, the poise in the pocket, set the offense, run all the plays. And what I liked about Drew Finch was, if you just talk about the split T, his ability to go both ways with the football. Nice job handling the football, no fumbles, no missed snaps. And then now add the throwing ability on top of that. He made all the throws down the field. Bright future for him.
No question about it. Bright future for this young man, Kellen Overstreet. He had an unbelievable day, almost 300 yards rushing and receiving on just 17 touches, and he had four touchdowns in the game, Richard.
Well, I think the one run, it'll never leave my mind. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage before people had him wrapped up, and he's still over the play. But these are the they made during the game that, against the flow of the defense, you just bring him in motion, and here's one of those deep passes over the middle. Again, just lost him in coverage and able to make the catch every time, some soft hands. And here's the one I'm talking about. 4, 5, 6, count them, folks. They had him stopped at the line of scrimmage, wouldn't be denied. There's the speed, the second gear we're talking about. This is only a sophomore. Look at the strength that he has. And again, the route running, nice job going against Wood, the safety that time, running the post pattern. Quarterback finds him down over the middle. Again, here's another one. Take a look over the top. Again, nice job adjusting to the ball. Maybe it was a little bit short, but again, when you're running the right direction, you can come back to the football and make big plays. And really, that was the difference in the second half. Not only they had the running attack, but those big explosive plays. Makes it easy to score points.
Now I'm sorry, Richard, you also saw not only the offensive yards, but he also had a fumble recovery, which kind of turned the tide in this football game, and an interception. Remember, we told you in that semifinal game last week, he had a kickoff return, 85 yards for a touchdown. He had a pick six of one of 2 interceptions, and he had a ton of yards of offense. And again, only a sophomore. That's the scary part about it.
A guy who goes out and makes plays, and that's what it's all about. In all my years of playing in the NFL, every coach always tells you, listen, you didn't get a ticket. You're not paying just to sit and watch the game. You're being there. You're being paid to be part of the game. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Overstreet was tonight.
No question. Let's take a look at the stats from today's game.
Going to melt the screen.
Yeah, the calculator was out, folks, and the stats are brought at Bomarito Automotive, and the numbers just added up in unbelievable numbers, and here they are right now. 543 for Penney, 471 for Valle Catholic.
Oh, simply off the charts. And again, look at the rushing yards for Penney, and believe me, up front, there was no answer for Valle Catholic on this one. Some big plays also, too, for Valle. I wouldn't, Valle Catholic had some nice runs also, too. Over there with Tyler Fowler and what he did. There's the passing yards. But again, 182 yards there by Drew Finch, the sophomore quarterback. Really, those numbers, I think, would really pop out to me. I looked at the total yards report, but the 182 yards, some good accuracy. He gets stronger throwing the ball. I'll tell you what, you don't want to go to Penney and play this team, folks. No way.
Both teams over 50% on third down conversions today. All right, of course, 2 of 3 games in the books. We just showed you the State 1 title game as Penney takes away the trophy in the championship game. Earlier today, Richard and Neil Harwell had the Class 3 game, and a lot of yards and a lot of points in that game too, Richard.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the running back performance today by both games has simply been lights out. And McMahon here, another sophomore. Oh, we're going to start with Steens here, number 39. He has some great speed. And how about Zeke Elliott, this young man? How about his ability to run both in the special teams, also offensively, defensively, a dynamic. Here's the man, McMahon. The speed that he has, coaches said he has a 4.5 speed. I believe every bit of him, and this is only a sophomore, so you can imagine he gets stronger in the weight room, but good vision, good patience. Guys up front from Maryville, just so much physically stronger than I think JBS, but Zeke Elliott going to Ohio State, folks. Believe me, you're going to see this guy play a lot on Saturday. Urban Meyer, they're going to find a way. But I like the way this young man finishes here. He learned. He almost had a fumble in the first quarter, got it done. But then here, Jonathan Baker, the quarterback, in my stand-up, I said, this guy's going to be a difference maker. And he was throwing the ball and had good command of the offense.
Well, after that victory for the Spoofhounds of Maryville, to catch up with Maryville head coach, Coach Webb.
Here with first-year head coach of the Maryville Spoof Hounds, Matt Webb. And Coach, first-year head coach, big state championship here today. It's kind of, this coaching thing is easy, isn't it?
I wish it was that easy. I just feel extremely blessed and fortunate to be able to coach a group of young men that put a goal together at the beginning of the summer, and we said we're not going to do anything except look past 1 week at a time. And that's what we've done all season long. Just feel extremely blessed and very fortunate.
Let's talk about the road you've traveled to get here. A Spoof Hound all the way back to the early 90s. You played in a state semifinal in 1992, graduated in 93. What does this win mean personally for you, being somebody that has so many ties to this great program?
Well, it's a lot of pride. I was born to be able to be gone for so many years and come back and really realize who you represent. And we talk a lot about, Maryville's a unique place. Number one, we're the Spoof Hounds. It's the only one in the country, and we take a lot of pride in that. And it's also a place that I've always believed that Maryville's a place you got to want to get to. It's not somewhere you just pass through. And so I've always talked about, Maryville's a awesome community. They support their athletics, they support young people, they support our schools, and we in turn to give back. And I just feel an extreme amount of pride for the team we currently have and our seniors and everybody on the team, the coaches and the school in general, but also for everybody that's kind of an older Spoof Hound that can look back and say, hey, that's one of our own leading that team.
Coach, thanks so much. Now, your first year, you win a state title. That's quite an accomplishment.
It is.
But now the expectations for Coach Webb, I don't know if I'd want those.
Well, I'll tell you, up there at Northwest, had a chance to do Northwest Missouri State, many of their games. And when you go to that stadium that, named after Coach Mel Churchma, you see the expectations. Right. You see the intensity they have. And when you play that team, you might beat on them for 4 quarters, and all of a sudden they'll find a way to win the game. Today, when I saw this team, Maryville, and talking with their coaches this week, the one thing they wanted was to be more physical, and they were up front. They're big, they're strong, and the big uglies got after. And at the end of the game, when they had to get it done, they did. They grounded out. That's why they came away with victory.
Now, as every Show Me Bowl gets kick-started during the weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend, before the classes, we always have the 8-man championship, which started this morning, as we recap and see some of the highlights from the 8-man championship. And guess what? Just like the other 2 games, Baldy, a whole lot of scoring, my friend.
And as I said before, at 9:30 in the morning, these guys were toting the rock a lot. There was a lot of yards being turned out in the field. But again, it's great competition at the 8-man level. Of course, they changed the field, the width of it, the length of it, and everything. But you know what you still get? You get a lot of kids with a lot of heart.
Yep.
Still compete. And that's what this is all about. And this is why it's so great. You do not see better raw emotion, raw talent than you see right here. Kids just laying it on the line, giving everything they got. All the hard work you do in the offseason, whether it's 8-man or you're standing at 11-man, you're going to see some good football here in St. Louis for the high school championship.
As you see Stanberry there racking up the yards and the points in the 8-man championship. As we mentioned, that was the first game today, early this morning here at the Edward Jones Dome, as they come away with the state title 56-38. As you see, all the scores up to date, at least in this day one coverage of 2012 Show Me Bowl here at the Edward Jones Dome.
And what's the theme here? There's no defense. Defensive coordinators didn't make the ride today on the bus. It's all about offense. So we've gone through these through. I got one more left. I don't know what's going to happen on that one. So I think the scoreboard's ready.
Take a guess here, and I'm going to say a lot more points between Kirkwood and Fort Osage.
Yes, we got 2 very good quarterbacks today. But one and see Jordan Bishop again. Saw him last year against Staley. An amazing athlete. Kind of improved his game. His brother Jared Bishop is the defensive player of the year. So you've got that dynamic. And on the other side for Fort Osage, here's Stephen McBee at the quarterback. A big win for them in the playoffs against Staley this year. So taking their game to the next level. So folks, don't turn your TV off. We're just starting right now because we got that classic coming up here.
Yeah, you talked about it. Kirkwood trying to rebound after that loss in the state title game last year, losing to Staley. And Staley, as again you mentioned, they fall to Fort Osage. This should be quite a matchup between these 2 teams. And you mentioned the quarterback for Kirkwood Pioneers, Bishop. He is just an amazing athlete.
Well, last year, his ability, he's so elusive in the open field. And again, you've got to make sure that you get 3 and 4 people rally around him, or else he'll find a way to get out. It's just like Mr. Overstreet that we saw today. So again, it's going to be some offensive fireworks going on here. Stephen McBee at the quarterback, the one thing he's improved, not only his running this year, but as the season's gone on, his ability to throw the football down the field.
We've got about a minute left. One thing I think I've noticed in watching these first two of these games, doesn't seem like the state title game jitters that we normally see with a lot of these teams.
Absolutely not, and that's a maturity level, and I think that's a testament to these coaches getting their players ready, teaching them what it takes. But again, I think it's just both teams, all these schools, competing. And listen, they don't care where you came from. They don't worry about you. They're going to go out there and lay it on the line. So it's a heavyweight slug match every time. I don't know if the defense is going to get involved. But folks, get an extra calculator. You might need it on this one.
We probably already need a couple after what we've already seen today. As you see, coming up at the Edward Jones Dome, it'll be the Class 5 championship as Kirkwood will take on Fort Osage. Really quick numbers again in the Class 1 title game that Baldy and I just did. 94 points and over 1,000 yards of offense between those two teams.
A classic. I'll tell you what, a tremendous competition for both schools. But again, I can't say enough for all these coaches and the time they give to these players.
No question about it. It was a great matchup, Class 1. And again, congratulations to Coach Fairchild and the Penney Hornets, undefeated this season at 15-0 as they defeat Valle Catholic by a score of 60-34. All right, we've got 3 championships in the book. One more coming away. Again, it's the Class 5 title game of 2012 Show Me Bowl from downtown St. Louis and Edward Jones Dome as the Kirkwood Pioneers take on Fort Osage. Neil Harwell and Richard Baldinger, along with Corey Riggs, will have the call for you coming up in moments right here on Fox Sports Midwest.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Tired. Here he comes. Let's get ready to roll. Do, 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 do. Coach, congratulations. Come on over.
I'll set it down if you don't mind, just because it's in the back there. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. Okay. You guys ready? You guys ready? Jeff, we good to go? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are joined here post-game with the winning head coach from Penney, Dave Fairchild. And Dave, it doesn't get old, does it?
Well, no, I tell you, it was exciting. People sure got their money's worth today out there, I think. Not much defense going on, but we played hard, both teams.
You know, Dave, and that's the one thing we talked a little bit about during the broadcast was your team's only given up 11 points, this season. Valle Catholic only 14 points. Did you think that you were going to be able to put 60 up against them?
Well, we obviously didn't go into the game thinking like that. But, I mean, it was just 2 offenses that were getting it going out there today. And it was just kind of a whirlwind of a game, if you think about it. We finally got them stopped there, with a couple minutes to go, and then we're able to get behind them there. We thought we'd try to take one shot and see if we could get up 2 scores because we didn't want to, give them the ball back with a 5-point lead.
Talk a little bit about the 2 super sophomores, your quarterback and your running back. I mean, what a big difference they made today.
Well, they were great. Both those guys, our quarterback played the last half of last year on a Class 2 quarterfinal team. And Kellen, started the whole season last year. they're both really good players. Kellen has had a great day, and believe it or not, he didn't even make all conference in our league, which is kind of a crime, I think. But he, he doesn't care about those kinds.
Coach, what does this state championship, I know you guys won it in Class 2 a couple years ago, but what does it mean for the community of Hamilton to get this state championship in Class 1?
Well, it means a lot. Our fans really support us, and our players have worked hard. Winning 3 of them in 4 years is quite an achievement, and so we're extremely, extremely proud of our kids. We're proud of the fact that they kept playing hard when they were down 2 touchdowns early in the game and didn't lose their poise and just kept, chugging away out there.
Coach, congratulations, and what a great ride for you guys. 15-0, undefeated, and most likely going to end up number 1 in the state.
Yeah, well, I'd say so.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby.